You, Gary is a monster fart nugget. I, Gary,
I was about to say you got shit on your lip.
he told him he loved him.
Jesus.
Well, folks,
I guess okay, he's used to that on a daily basis.
Well, folks, I'm going to tell you what right now. I'm going to keep it short and simple to the point. I've been nothing but gaming for the past fucking how many hours?
Yeah, it's
and that's relatively a good thing because I've been playing some shit. I've watched some shit. And I got, well, actually, we'll get to that in a little bit. But I've just been gaming. I already got Doom Eternal already loading up. I'll be playing that next. So that's loading up in the system. I'll
play on her replay, by the way. Play on her replay.
Fucking banging this shit out.
Everybody in the chat is very happy because Shane's here.
Yay, Shane!
Wait a minute. Hey, Gary, something's not right here.
Yeah, you should be freaking the fuck out.
I knew it.
I was fucking waiting for that.
I knew it.
I was waiting for Gary to freak the hell out, but never mind. This works just as well, actually.
Okay, so there you go. But ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for not. I apologize for no episode last week. Let's just say things transpired when I was doing some work, and let's just say my fucking head hurts.
Well, at least you're seeing straight for once.
Oh man, I wasn't even seeing straight for 3 fucking days, literally. So with that being said, we're here now. We're doing the program and all this other nonsense I could give 2 fucks about in the end. So greetings one and all to everybody out there. How you all doing? Good. I don't give a shit. Fuck all of you. So with that being said, welcome to another episode. We're on our way to the 120s after this one, so that's a really good thing.
Wow, you can count that high.
So it's very nice that we're here. Now, as for the lineup, ladies and gentlemen, I did write a post of 6 different things, but there's only major topics that I want to cover mostly, and that is mostly the games that I've been playing.
You want to cover mostly, and that is mostly.
Oh, yeah, I want to cover the games I played recently. I got 3 reviews. I've had some other shit surrounding the talks of WWE 2K21 being canceled. My thoughts of WWE 2K's Battlegrounds and how much of a piece of shit it looks so far. And I had a top 10 list, which I'll save those 3 topics for the next program. But for this case, I got 3 reviews. I played Control, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. Shane, I'm sure you're going to join me on that.
Of course.
And I have recently beat the Order 1886. So I'm going to go over those 3 games, give my talks about that, my little lectures, and from there.
I love Fist of the North Star. I've seen it good, and I love their movies too, especially the prequel. Whoa, echo.
Yeah, there's just feedback.
Echo. Gary.
Is that on my end?
Boo face.
Okay, it's gone.
There is this amazing. It's like a prequel to the original Fist of the North Star series before episode 1.
Yep.
And it uses like high quality, better animations. Oh my god, the ending will leave you in tears.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh, dude, I can't say what happens, but let's just say it breaks your fucking heart.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, this had the, I won't say the balls, but it went there, and it kind of explains why Kenshiro is who he is, and I was just like, whoa. Yeah. Love Fist of the North Star, love the movies and everything.
Speaking of which, I need to buy the PS4 game because it's only $20 right now.
Yeah, just as a quick thing, PlayStation Network's doing this sale called Big in Japan, and I managed
they are.
Yeah, I managed to pick up both Judgment and Lost Paradise for a very cheap amount. Basically,
wait, what?
What?
I'm buying it right now then.
Yeah, it's Judgment, and
how much is it?
Like they're For both, I picked up for about, I think, $54.
That's incredible, actually.
Yeah, for both games. $54 for both.
I am gonna get this thing right now then.
$54. That's how much I sell my ass chick on the streets.
Also,
Jesus.
thanks for those who are excited to hear from me. Yes, I am doing well. Just been very busy with a bunch of stuff, and I think it was like 2 weeks ago or so. I just wasn't feeling too hot, so I was just like, I need to sleep it off, guys.
In case you wonder what it is, I've been practicing Taker, and I'm going to beat Shane's ass.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I love Shane's reaction when I.
So it's the reaction of a man who's seen too much.
If you've seen the things I've seen, oh boy.
Oh shit.
Yes, but if I don't sound too enthusiastic right now, it's just because I just woke up. Literally, like
well, yeah, the graveyard shift and everything.
Yes, about 16 minutes ago. Yeah.
Oh.
So to be exact, yeah. So I'm like a little sleepy. But don't patronize me.
That's usually Gary's job.
I know,
What
right?
to say, yeah.
But anyhow, yeah. I'll talk about a little bit about Judgment as well. I haven't played a whole lot of it because most of the time went to Fist of North Star at the moment. Otherwise, I don't have too much to discuss just because everything's been kind of like wickedly stupid lately as far as like being busy is concerned.
Well, Jalen, to throw you in, I guess I can throw in that one topic I had surrounding those anime films. I can throw that in to get you involved.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I'll throw that topic in there for the hell of it. So,
Gary, you drank that whole fucking thing already?
I've been in a very bad mood. My nerves are shot. I'm fucking miserable. I'm sad, and I need something that helps me out.
That just makes you fatter.
Yeah, but
I don't give a shit if it makes me fat. It helps my nerves.
It makes your center of gravity way worse.
Motherfucker, it's not like I'm gonna be going when I go out to outer space. It's not gonna be like I'm floating.
Well, actually, you know what? It actually will help you in outer space if you get lost because you know they can help. It'll help you and the NASA spot you easier.
Say hi to Patrick Moore for me.
Oh, for God's sake!
I don't know what to do.
He'll become Voyager 3. If you don't know what the Voyager is, it's those two satellites they sent out to see all the.
And we're not talking about Star Trek.
I'm almost 200 pounds, so.
Except he ain't gonna live long and prosper. Keep drinking that shit.
Romy,
Shut up, Jerome.
Highly illogical.
Shut the fuck up, Jerome.
I don't give a shit what happens to me, so there you go.
Hey.
Gary, what did I tell you about that? Gary. God, I can hear you getting fatter.
Come on, Gary.
Even Shane was laughing.
Because it's funny.
Hey, Gary, you know what? You can get a really beautiful chick, you know, except actually you can qualify for the role. Shrek.
Oh my! Hey, Shrek gets to bang Fiona, so
he gets to bang Cameron Diaz, and she still looks fine.
Right? I don't do redheads that much.
She's not a redhead. Cameron Diaz.
How fucking dare you? First of all,
I'm talking about the bitch in the movie.
Bitch in the movie. Yeah, I still bang her if she was an ogre.
I don't give a fuck what she is.
Hey, after seeing Cameron Diaz making love to that car window and the counselor, yeah.
Fuck that.
Oh god.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like one of the most infamous scenes in movie history recently because that movie wasn't good, but that one scene, and Javier Bardem's face, he's in the car and he's just like, oh shit, go ahead. It's like, you make that into something.
Oh, you know he will.
Calling Gary fat, you're the one to talk. What the fuck you call these?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's called just nope.
Boom!
I'm not gonna
It's
say
called
it.
muscle.
I was gonna say yeah, it's called fat.
Hey man, I may not look it, but trust me, I got some fucking.
You got some chubba chubbas down there.
I do have some chubba chubbas down there, so it's all right.
Chubba.
He's not fat. He's a chunky. Use
If that's not
diversity.
looking, I just have fucking chubbas
Jesus.
for looking like a skeleton. So there you go.
Oh, so you're Skeletor.
Yeah, hey, Skeletor's fucking
I don't
awesome.
know. It's best I don't look like Skeletor. We don't
Hey,
want.
Skeletor is awesome, so I'll take that.
But we don't want that.
If I'm He-Man, I'm guessing either Shane or Austin's Ginger, that dragon cat. He's like all coward, everything. You're like, oh no, and you turn him into like the thing. He's just ready to pounce on someone's ass, man.
That's a big ass tiger.
You didn't know that Channel colored his hair orange. I didn't know that. Let alone he is Chucky Finster.
Oh my
Chucky
God.
Fit. Oh my god.
I don't know what to say to that.
The one who's got the decent sense in him. So there you go.
So I guess Austin and Alex is Phil and Lil. I guess I'm Tommy, the bald head
That's
who wears
funny.
these fucking big diapers.
Tommy Pickles.
Tommy fucking Pickles. No, yeah.
Pickle.
Fucking hell,
A pickle.
And Gary, you must be Angelica because you're the bitch.
No, Lucas is the bitch.
I thought I was the bitch. All
Wait,
right.
no. Lucas is Wait, who is Lucas? I don't know.
I just realized. That's better.
Yeah, more fucking Phil and Lil. And Pickles. Yeah, go ahead.
Pickle.
Don't even compare him to being fat. Jordan, he's fat. There you go. Enough said.
Yeah, he'll do it. He doesn't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not a kiss ass.
Oh, he's
No,
not.
but you're an ass kiss.
That. Well, kiss ass to maybe one or two
Amanda
people.
hug and kiss.
Yeah, I wonder who.
What about who?
To two people.
Who's the two people?
Shade O'Mac, and the other one is.
You shut the fuck up about her. Shut the fuck up about her. Do not mention her.
So, by the way, I feel like I should mention this just to interject. This is totally off topic, but apparently Last of Us 2 has gone gold.
There's been so much ever since the story got leaked. I have not read what happened.
Yeah, I'm staying away from it.
I'm not reading, but
Are you okay? Gary? Are you okay? Gary?
Mother.
What did
you know what he sounds like? He sounds like
banged
Joe
his
Pesci.
head.
He sounds like Joe Pesci from Home Alone.
He hit his head.
Or if he hit his
You
head,
make that concussion even worse at that point.
well, that's okay. He's got shit for brains anyway. It's not like he's gonna make it any worse.
Gary, are you okay?
Jesus,
No.
Gary, what did you?
Hey, I was actually checking on.
I had no idea.
You
He got-
say fuck you after me showing concern. That's nice.
You know what? You know what happened? He got hit right in the Pontiac Silverdome.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, the Pontiac Silverdome's an okay car.
Except my head. Look at my head. It looks like the Arizona Cardinals stadium.
But
Actually,
Last
no,
of
I've
Us
been there
2
before.
has been gone gold, and I'm staying away from everything. Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell.
Oh, and Gary, the other one is she's so cute and precious. You want to come up
I
to her
don't even talk to that
and
one.
give her a sweet hug and pinch her
I
little
don't
butt.
give a shit about that one anymore.
Give her
Yeah.
butt cheek a nice Indian burn. And pinch her nipple.
If it's the
Well,
car,
you might have to be careful about that. There's a little thing we call consent around in these parts.
if it's a car Sheeta, man, I fucking
Carl, she will kick your ass.
good. I want her to. I'll enjoy the hell out of it.
Oh my god.
You little
You
freak.
sadistic fuck ass.
I think it'll be the greatest ass beating of all time.
The Cardinal Stadium is actually a decent. Yeah, it actually is. It's a really cool place. Even though if you look at it from above, it looks like a toilet seat, but it's a really cool.
Looks like a toilet seat.
It actually does. What? Where are you going? Wait, you gotta go to the store.
Hi, Mom.
You be quiet.
Hi, Mom.
Get rid of this motherfucker.
Damn.
Well, I'm sorry. I like to show enthusiasm.
Wait, I gotta take a break. Oh, the Schwan man's coming? Did we order? Oh, yeah, we
You
did
mean
order.
wait.
Schwan?
You're getting shawarma?
What the hell's a Schwan? Schwarm, Schwan.
You're getting shawarma?
You never heard of Schwan? Okay, I got you. You never heard of Schwan?
I know what a swan is.
I know
Yes.
shawarma.
Oh my god.
I know
It's
what a
the type.
swan-
Okay, they drive around in these big, French vanilla looking truck. Yeah, Gary, you know about French vanilla, you looking neon bastard. And then you can buy food and stuff, and you can. Would you be quiet? I'm talking. You shush. Hush up. Hush up.
No, I don't want.
I don't wanna.
Be quiet, you. You be quiet, you vagina face turd muncher.
Like
Yeah.
That's not nothing new.
That's not nothing new. Well, you look like nice and clean rather than a 1960s one.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Romy.
Spoilers for The Last of Us 2, Darth Vader's Luke's father.
How dare you?
Dude!
You know what? I'm just... dude, you ever seen Rocko's Modern Life? Remember that big person, and if you, like, do something, like, immature to him, he's like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I like that show. That was a funny show.
That was
I had
a
a lot of
show.
mature themes to it.
Oh, man. A lot of stuff that went over my head.
That little short film that Rocco's Modern Life did.
Dude,
You're
the fucking dog's name is Spunky.
Yep.
funky.
You know what spunk means?
Oh, what is that, Tony? You know, I saw that Rocco's Modern Life one film. It's where they're on a hunt to request Mr. I forgot his name.
What, the bull, the turtle, or Rocco? Who is he? Is he a kangaroo?
The fucking frog.
I don't remember a frog character.
Yeah, there's a frog character.
Mr.
Yeah, there's two.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
That's
the married couple.
yeah.
In the Rocco's Modern Life film, Mr. Big they're sent out to go find his son, who has been gone for a while. And because the thing is, they used to host a TV show. So while they
And
were
Big Head. Yep, the Big Heads.
while Rocco, Filbert, and Heffer.
The
Yeah,
fuck you? Yeah, he's the big. Oh, he's comparing me to the fucking character. I know he is.
So,
Why wouldn't he?
so once they came across Mr. Bighead's son, apparently his son turned into a transgender, Rachel now. So it was basically the whole movie was just promoting transgender rights and shit.
Oh, you know. Okay, not to interrupt you. Don Williams, I'm glad you mentioned this. Someone made a tweet about this, and I couldn't believe it, and it's true. Howard the Duck is an Easter egg in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, he is.
You know how when they're all charging that one
Yeah,
of the greatest scenes ever?
he's
Howard
charging,
the Duck is there. I was just like, that's hilarious.
How the Russo brothers pulled that off, I
never
can't
knew that. And man, Avengers Endgame. You know what's funny? Oh, Avengers Endgame go overrated. And guess what? Recently, the 1 year anniversary, and it was the most trending topic nationwide.
Yes, it was.
Nationwide is on your side.
Oh my!
I was waiting for someone to do that.
You motherfucker!
You hear that? That's a sound of him being so proud of himself right now.
Hey,
Oh,
Hunter.
Gary.
Oh, I'm Rocco from the series, and Shane. Speaking of animations, God damn it! No, I said no. I said no. No.
You say no, but your body says yes.
Thank God I'm not thinking with my body like 99% of the time. I have the finalists of the 128 animated movie tournament.
Oh.
Some of them you'd be like, I expected. There's a couple I'm surprised that is in the finals. I will get to that. So,
Interesting.
Rocco's. Wait, I would love to see EFAP and BOFA's debate over Endgame. Who's EFAP?
No idea who that is.
Oh, What was it? Oh, dude, if I'm gonna debate over Endgame, I'm just gonna lose my goddamn mind. Like when Austin was going over those topics, movies, and you saw me losing my shit. Tyler says, "Do a hentai tournament next." I don't know 128 of them.
All you gotta do is Google it.
Oh, that guy. I don't like him. Metal Lance. I don't like him. I don't follow him.
I wonder if EFAP for EFAP stands for early fapping. I don't know.
I thought he was talking about Eat That Pussy 445. That Philadelphia Eagles fan. That guy is fucking hilarious. He just hit 1 million subs, and good for him, man. He is hilarious. Oh, dude, every frame I pause. Dude, Tyler is like I said before, he is like one of the funniest dudes ever. Tyler Calvert. God, that guy is hilarious, dude. It's just like he's like the nicest dude ever. I can't say a bad thing about him. He's so good, man.
All right.
Oh, Tyler.
I guess people want to hear that one. Fuck, man.
What? What did you say? What did you say, Gary? What did you say?
People want to hear me talk about WWE 2K21 being canceled. Fine, I'll add it. And I'm not going to talk much more about it because I want to save my energy for my game reviews. So.
Yeah, I understand. And remember, it's like I said before, what happened before, it stays before. I think we all know what we're talking about. It's not going to be brought up here because they have nothing to do with it. Moving on.
Yeah.
No idea what you're talking about, but you got it.
I'll tell you in the private chat. It's a long story. The Philly Phanatic. Hey, Gary, speaking of motherfucker, you look just like him if you were
Huh?
Do you know who the Philly Phanatic is?
I don't cover football.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking.
I actually happen to know who the Philly Phanatic is.
It's the Philadelphia Phillies mascot. You look just like him. Remember the Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I sent him a picture and he goes, "What in the fuck is that?" I lost it.
Philadelphia Phillies mascot. Let me see what this motherfucker
Okay, hold on. Okay. You should know who he is. Okay, hold up. I want to see his reaction.
Oh God.
Nose ain't that big.
No, but your midsection is.
Jesus.
You capital B.
Capital B, he says.
The Philly Flyers mascot is even worse looking. Oh, the Flyers. That's the is that the hockey? I think. Okay, what do you want now?
Your cereal. I go to check your boxes and I have to pick up each one. Each one has like half a cup in it.
Half a cup in it?
Then you open another.
You know,
And then chips. You little in each one.
I don't do that. I don't you blame that on me. I finish my plate like a good boy.
Yeah, it shows why.
Shut the fuck up. Don't blame that on me. She blames me like how come you always leave a little bit, like a little bit in like a full can or some like for everything. I'm like, I don't do that. I actually do.
Oh,
Gary, what are you doing?
that's what I'm wondering.
Thanks for sharing.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
You sound like a bee.
That's
as
what I thought.
for the topics that I managed to have, I already said game reviews, top 10 list of funny anime, and I guess I'll talk about WWE 2K21 since people want to hear it. So I got nothing more to discuss. If everyone wants to say their hellos, and then let's go ahead. I got things to do right here.
The Flyer mascot is named Gritty, and he looks like he smoked a ton of crystal meth.
Well,
He does.
First of all, to everyone, happy Star Wars Day out there. And because it is May the 4th, Star Wars Day, I have a couple of Star Wars topics. I have my review for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
That is one of the best RPGs of all
I
time.
think it is the best. And also, I have my ranking for the Skywalker saga, to which I will be doing a video in the next couple of days.
And by the way, it's more than just 3 movies, and the series is complete. Okay, as you were.
And if you'd like, I can go into the fact that Taika Waititi just got hired to make a Star Wars movie.
That was one of my 3 picks. Him, Alfonso Cuarón, or Ryan Coogler. I said those 3.
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Do the Carlton dance.
I would have also said Matthew Vaughn, but that's just me. But yeah,
You ever seen what he looks like now? He's built like a fucking fullback.
But yeah, that's me. Just all Star Wars today. All Star Wars.
Good.
It looks like more than 3 movies in my career.
I was behaving all night last night. And you're still
But
gonna be a
that
dick.
was last night. This is a new day.
And I'm still behaving, by the way.
Put Carlton in Star Wars. I want to see it.
I think they'll be my favorite Star Wars movie of all time.
Same.
Fucking hell.
Empire, yeah. Come on, Empire is the best Star Wars movie.
No, it's arguably the greatest. No, Empire Strikes Back is arguably the greatest movie of all. What in the fuck are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm not doing a fucking thing.
Oh shit! What are you doing?
Nothing.
You motherfucker! You motherfucker! You motherfucker! You mother. That's what you get, Gary. Stubborn ass.
Why are you like this?
Because Gary makes me mad in a good way. Wait, the directors of Jexy for a Star Wars movie? Those are fighting words. And Gary, what's wrong? What do you know?
I just want to say something. Last Jedi is not objectively bad. Shut up.
I knew Luke Nukem was gonna fucking say something.
Last Jedi is a phenomenal fucking movie. I don't get it.
Oh, I want to beat Luke's ass so bad.
I think that Rise of Skywalker is not a good
That
movie.
is not good.
Which I'll get into that. But yeah, I mean, if you guys like, I could go over not just the Skywalker, but the anthology movies as well, which I can actually do right now. I can.
If you ask me what is the absolute worst thing Star Wars has ever done, it's
Clone
the
Wars
Christmas
movie?
the Christmas special.
Dude, I tried watching that. I couldn't get like fucking half an hour in because it was so bad.
We don't talk about that.
No, we don't.
Hold up a second, Tyler. Oh, I thought Ari Aster directs a Star Wars horror movie. You prick! You prick! Oh shit! Hold on.
Shit yourself.
Okay. You see what hairy asshole does to me? He turns my hairy asshole into a nasty asshole.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Let's get on with introductions.
Okay. Now I've got all the live action ones ranked. Okay.
Introductions.
Shane, have you played Persona? Shane loves Persona series, especially the 5th one, right, Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 5 was great. I just happened to lose my copy somewhere for some reason.
I actually do happen to have Persona 5, believe it or not.
Have you played it?
Well, not yet.
Oh, what are you waiting for?
Well, I'm just not done playing 3 games back to back. I played Control. I played Fist and North Star. I played The Order 1886. I got Doom Eternal in the system right now. I'll play this next when I'm done with Doom Eternal.
You know what's really funny is that before I somehow misplaced my copy, the where I was at in the game, I was like 80 hours in and I was only halfway through it.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I know.
80 hours?
Uh-huh.
For which game again is this?
This is Persona 5.
Hey, Barbos, you're pushing it. Are you gonna play Action 52?
I was about to say, well, then again, Shane,
I don't hate myself that much.
I was going to say, I was just talking to you beforehand.
Right.
I'm playing Death Stranding, and I'm 20 and a half hours in episode 3 of 14 episodes.
Wait,
Right, yeah.
Gary.
What?
Gary.
What?
Gary.
What?
What the fuck? Why are you sniffing the damn
I was about to say the same
That's
fucking
what-
thing too.
Hey, you're just seeing shit.
See, shit, Mike. You're like, I don't have to fart again.
Yeah.
You're like,
Well,
what are you doing?
nothing.
I agree. It is the worst NES game, Action 52. If you
I-
go to
yeah.
the MG2C network where Gary does a couple of playthroughs, and one of them where it was a Halloween special.
I think I deleted that Halloween video.
That was such a good video. That was a fun. That's when you're playing.
I went
Frank-
back on that channel. I deleted so much.
Oh my god, you were playing. He was
Why?
playing Frankenstein's Monster and Action 52, and Lucas and I were on there. We were dying in laughter. It was so funny. Why would you delete that? Why?
I got so much shit. I had so much shit on that channel that needed to go.
Hey, play damn Busters. When you're playing that's Winnie the Pooh and he's shooting those fucking chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh,
Cookie
here comes sexual harassment panda. Miyong. Dude, Gary,
The pedo bear.
you need to go back and play Action 52, please.
No, I don't want to.
You know
Yes,
it's not
you
gonna.
do.
You know
No,
it's
I
not
don't.
gonna.
Oh,
No,
folks,
I don't.
like I said, this was a long time ago. I won Mega Fortune, and the bet was if I even won a round or the game, he had to play all 52, and I would join with them.
I'm not playing it again, so that's that. The game sucks. Simply put.
Time warp tickers with the fucking fingers. Christopher Nolan to direct Star Wars? Actually, no, I don't.
Nah,
with his style,
honestly, I don't think he'd be able.
like I said, with his style and everything, I just don't think he'll fit.
I mean-
like I said, Ryan Coogler, Taika Waititi, or Alfonso Cuarón were the best picks.
I mean, would it be cool to see him attempt to do it? Yes,
I like to see an interpretation. Yeah.
absolutely. But I just don't think that his style, personally. I mean, he makes big and epic movies, and Star Wars would be perfect. But I don't know. I just don't see it working with it.
Tyler, I love you, but come on, buddy, you're busting my balls here.
That's why I've said Matthew Vaughn plenty of times. But yeah, that's just me.
So I'll let Shane O'Mac and Austin and Mr. Gabbear do their introduction.
Oh, I already did mine.
I'm ready to go.
And get what the hell?
When?
So, Romy, you should get that checked out. Just saying.
Well,
He's got a frog in his throat.
I'm not saying that. Fuck you.
If you love me, you would.
dude,
He's got you there.
dude, I was laughing so hard I was farting right there.
Gary's like, fuck you.
I got a frog in my throat.
I don't know where
Better yet, I got a bullfrog in my throat.
I don't make the situation worse than it already is.
Come on, Gary. Come on.
Worse, he says.
No, okay, say chocolate caramel butter balls.
No.
Oh my god, I can't stop farting.
Well, you
How
unleashed the
did you eat, boy?
floodgates.
Bullfrog.
No bull. Oh my
Bullfrog
god!
in my throat.
Wait, Lucas is a frog. Well, he gets to hang out with a beautiful princess. The princess and the frog.
So Gary
Bullfrog.
said
Bullfrog.
he's trying to say something. Gary.
Bullfrog on the throat.
Not on the throat. Close
In.
enough.
Oh, well, but
Close
I'll give you
enough.
that.
I got a better one. Humongous hamalama lamanagongus.
You're not doing that bullshit again.
Yeah, a little shame when you were out. He actually made him say, "I got this new anime plot," and it was fucking
Yeah, we'll
hilarious.
I know the one.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the absence of large bunch. Okay, Tyler, you know what? You're pushing. You're stressing me out to where I might have to take a dump. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 119, and you all know it as the BOFAS on the SOFAS. Introducing Aster, the tripod Putnam.
Hi guys, Aster here.
And Gary is Miss Piggy. And we have the young. Yes, Mr. Garrison.
I hate everybody equally.
What's
Good to know.
Positive words of wisdom. And then we have Matt Pimp Daddy.
I'm over here.
I swear to God, Shane is the funniest motherfucker alive.
Oh, he is. He is.
He's like He's like the RKO of hilarious. He's like the hilarious version of an RKO.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
And you're showing Rubo like Jane Money, and here is what I have to offer for you good folks. I have 2 video game reviews, Journey and Shadow of the Colossus. These are both PS4. The top 5, my favorite and my least favorite Colossi to fight in Shadow of the Colossus. The 30 worst films of the decade. This took me a while to rank them all. These are the 30 worst? The 30 worst.
The 2010s?
Yes.
Damn! Okay.
I didn't do wait. Be quiet, Luke. The 10 worst women's wrestlers. I have a BOFA game for you 3. It's video game trivia.
Oh boy.
No games. We played too many fucking games. I played too many games already. I want to take a break.
No, you have Doom Eternal next, so play.
I played too many fucking games for the past.
Video game, you dumb shit.
There's no such thing as too many video games.
You want
Unless you're Jack Thompson.
You want to know a game I love playing? It's called Pocket Pool. You know how to play Pocket Pool?
I thought they
Yeah,
were
more
gonna say hanky panky with your soul.
Yeah, more like pocket pussy.
Yeah,
And
Pocket Pool is what I like playing with.
I have an announcement going over our future trivia game that's going to take place on BOFAS. That includes me and 2 other participants. Dark Side of the...
I didn't agree to any of that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I agreed to
Don't
none.
bullshit me, you little strip anus.
I did not agree to any of this nonsense.
You fucking porcupine fudge packer.
I did not agree to any of this commotion at all.
You rotten scrotum parasite.
No, I did not rule this at all. I did not rule this. I did not rule some other shit.
An announcement. You're
Nobody fucking controls me with this shit anymore. I make the rules, and you are fucking breaking them.
I mean, he is in charge, so.
Shit, you charge my nuts. The 120 anime movie tournament finalists. I can go over those really quick. And Dark Side of the Ring, the slap heard around the world. This was the latest episode, and this was a joy to watch. In case you're not familiar, it was Dr. D. David Schultz on 2020 when he had to talk to that bitch-ass punk John Stossel, who was trying to make a mockery out of professional wrestling. And Dr. D smacked the shit out of him, not once, but twice. And Dr. D. David Schultz is my new fucking hero. This episode showcased how much of a legit fucking badass he is and how much of a pussy whip bitch John Stossel is. Having said that, let's begin.
I guess I'll go first with the shit that.
Yeah, because everyone wants you to talk about WWE and all that.
These cocksucking ants coming from, dude.
What did you say? You need what?
There's these fucking ants all over my table. I hate ants.
Why are there ants on your table?
I don't fucking know, dude.
Pants.
They come out of nowhere, and I actually keep my area clean. Believe it or
Dude,
not.
you need to spray the house and shit, dude.
These motherfuckers, dude. There's like 4 of them. There was, but
Are those type of flying ants?
No.
So, so you got an ant infestation, dude. You need to check that shit out.
It's not the first time it happened. It happens usually around fucking maybe about, I don't know how long. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'll go first and talk about the latest news with WWE 2K21. So, ladies and gentlemen, the WWE 2K games, they are something that was launched after THQ stopped after THQ stopped making WWE games with SmackDown versus Raw, SmackDown, WWE 12, 13, whatever you want to call it, which 13 is still one of the best ones I've ever played. But from there, 2K decided, take the bandwagon and start making their own adaptations with 14 and up until 20. Now, it was basically a timeline to where it started off decent, then started off to get really good, 15, 16. Then
16 especially.
16 was great. Then it started to climb down more and more and more to where it was like, they stopped caring. It's showcased in their work with 2K20 that they're lazy. They don't care about adding new things that people want to see, old school shit from the previous games. that people loved, like, general manager mode, a creative finisher, certain specific legends that they wanted to add, new specific finishers, taunts, whatever. And most importantly, different varieties, especially, and a much more better art design with its game. But they've got lazy. The art design is terrible. The game was fucking glitching all over the place. The hit detection was terrible. The controls were absolutely screwed up from the previous 2K games that everyone was so used to and accustomed to. They decided to change it up to where instead of pressing the one button, the R2, it's triangle and pressing two buttons, or pressing 2 or 3 buttons for your fucking finisher, which is absolutely retarded in its own, and I don't think that was right. There was lots of times to where, again, the whole art design with the characters were just not there. They were lazy. They were just carbon copies and previously copy and paste from the way they looked to this one. The game was nothing more but a complete mess. The My Career mode, we ain't going to talk about that. That is just a mess. I do have the game. I have fucking proof that I do have it. But the game alone, it's retarded. It's terrible. And multiple developers quit. A lot of people made videos, and they've gone over details of exactly how much the game is pretty bad, especially for ones who are fans and support the 2K series. Ones who are diehard legit fans came out and showcased how much the game is pretty bad, objectively speaking, going by from the face value. And you can't bullshit the facts of what's being pronounced on the table, ladies and gentlemen, for that. So within the whole claims, within the whole documentations, with all the facts that's been put out onto the table of how much sheer carnage that was put into 2K20 and how much it got critiqued pretty bad in the worst way, to where it was ranked up on IDB or IMG, whatever the fuck that site was, to where it was ranked worst game of the year. It even said in Game Informers, and if I can find the right magazine, that it was ranked worst game of the year. It's in one of the Game Informers. I'm gonna have to find that motherfucker.
By the way, speaking of Game Informer,
go ahead.
We should hang up these guys, Gary.
Yeah, I do have that book right there.
We gotta hang up that front page is gorgeous. Seriously.
Yeah, it is a beautiful cover. Now, I think it was in this one where it was IMDb, IGN. Thank you, IGN.
Oh, IGN.
I don't want to IMDb. Thank you, IGN. Folks, my memory is gone to shit. I don't think well that much anymore, especially after that fucking tumble I had. So my brain is in nothing more but shit. So with that being said, while I'm finding the article now, let me pull up that one from Polygon. WWE says there will be no WWE 2K video game this particular year, because we all know there's one year that comes out. So this is what the article says. 2K games won't release an annual WWE wrestling sim this year, effectively meaning the WWE 2K21 has been canceled, according to comments made by WWE quarterly investor called on Thursday, which this article happened about a week ago. WWE interim chief financial officer Frank Riddick said there's no, and I quote, not going to be a launch of a game this year. It's in response to a question after the release of WWE 2K21. The cancellation of this year's game, WWE 2K game, comes down after a down year for the franchise. WWE 2K20 was slammed both by critics and fans for its poor technical performance, with widely shared game-breaking yet often very visually amusing bugs. Developer visual concepts took over for former developers Ukes with last year's game after the Japanese developer left the WWE 2K series to work on its own wrestling project. So therefore, the WWE appearance confirmation of WWE 2K21's fate comes after 2 weeks after a report that 2K wasn't going to release a wrestling sim in 2020 at all this year. So there you go, folks. Now, the 2K is working on a brand new game, which is Battlegrounds. I'm going to say, long story short, I saw the trailer. It looks like absolute garbage in terms of the way that it looks, the way that the whole visual presentation, the way that the trailer showcased it. Folks, the game looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. All the wrestlers' heads are ginormous. Their bodies look like midgets. So far with the whole presentation, the game just looks retarded. So,
it looks horrible.
So that being said, folks, that is my initial thoughts of 2K21. That with it being not being released this year. As for my thoughts, I think it's a good idea because the thing is, it shows alone that 2K alone they were mostly focused for the other sports games like basketball,
NBA mostly.
NBA, whatever the games that they do. They were more focused on those games than it is with the wrestling games, and it showed they stopped caring and putting a lot of work and effort into them, which is a bit of a huge disappointment. Yet I can really see it. So with that being said, folks, I'm kind of glad that 2K21 is not happening at all, and rightfully so.
I haven't played a wrestling game in years.
Well, like I said, 2K20 was fucked because the game was broken when it was released. They left, and many people from 2K quit the company after 2K20 because they had nothing to do with the game.
Hold up a tick. Wasn't Yuke's the main developer of the most recent games, including SmackDown vs. Raw, or was that a different company in general?
No, dude, they've been doing the games for a while, and guess what? They left August of 2019, 3 months before 2K20 came out, in which the entire code of the game went to NBA 2K Visual Concept. And they had, you wonder why the game was shit? It's because they didn't know what to do with the code. That's why it came out like shit.
I can't find the article. It's one of these Game Informer magazines.
What?
There was an article in Game Informer to where they ranked it as the worst game of 2019. I can't find
Game Informer, IGN, and a couple others named it the worst.
I called IGN IMDb earlier because I couldn't. Everyone was correcting me in the chat. I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. So
and we have our moments.
Yeah, well, fucking hell, I can go fuck myself. So that's that.
No.
I don't know. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna stop looking for. I'll find it later. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and talk about something else. Okay, so since we're on the topic of video games, let's go ahead and talk about some anime, shall we? Which will roll into a topic that I am going to present. So, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, 2018 that it was released. I got it literally about, I think, a week or two after the grand release. So, I've had it for quite a while in my stash. I never really played it until recent. So, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, I put a lot of, this game alone took me about, as a grand total, almost 30-something hours, 35 hours total. Took me a lot, quite a while to complete. So this game alone, there's so much to do in the game. It pays dedication, honor, tribute, and a retelling of who Kenshiro is while having a new setting. The game helped remind for me personally, of my love for Fist of the North Star. And folks out there, I think Fist of the North Star is the greatest anime that's ever been released. I really do think so. And for all those young millennial kids out there who's into anime, that's fine and all, but at least know your facts about Fist of the North Star and what the pioneer godfathers are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When did the original anime come out? It was 1980 something.
It was I want to say 86.
86?
I think. Hold on.
Something like that.
Well, let's see. No, it was 80. It was 89. My apologies.
Okay, because there were like a revamped version of the series. With
they did one in 95 to 97, and then a thing from 2003 to 2004.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to sum it up quickly about Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, this game's awesome. This game is absolutely awesome. Here are my pros that I have. Visual presentation is magnificent. A lot of cinematic camera shots during certain elements of the story and battles are just superb, especially that it gives you a good look on your enemies, your main characters, your side characters, etc. The whole entire landscape of the city, certain areas that you go to. I'm trying not to spoil so much for Shano's sake. The gameplay is very easy to adapt. It gives you very specific, in-depth detail, explicit instructions on certain combos you can do and specific fatalities. Speaking of the fatalities, they are absolutely fascinating. You can't get enough of watching them. Now, side stories that you do throughout the game are optional, but here's the thing about side stories. I'm usually not a fan of them to a minor detail unless that they play in an advantage to help you out through your quest and give you certain upgrades and abilities for your main character so it can give you a better chance to let you dominate your gameplay. So these side quests that you do, you can do them optional, but the thing is they help you rank up, they help your abilities, and they help you grow stronger and help you fight better with new moves and combos that you can do. So that's amazing. The main story is simple. It keeps you invested with its engagement. So many emotional transpires that happen. Happiness, suspense, sadness, and shock are the mostly key elements. So much detail with the character's background that puts the pieces together for answers you were looking for while you were on your quest. It's an in-depth, beautiful retelling of who Kenshiro is, his background, and it's a beautiful tribute to the franchise. Abilities menu is neat and organized now. Thing is in gaming, I pay attention to the little stuff. The way that the menu is set up for your abilities, the way you can upgrade certain things, it's a nice organized construction. Now, in gaming, what is one thing that you hardly ever see that much? But back in the day, like 80s and 90s, NES and SNES, if you're doing like a quest game, you always know those familiar text chat dialogues. Yeah, something like that. So that appeared in this game. It played out really well, and it does get the exact same type of feels that you get from the actual audio dialogue. Music itself is a mixed batch for different styles. You have, for one minute, you're listening to a beautiful, constructed, soothing, synthesized keys. Then you're hearing hardcore, badass metal during the fights. You can't get more awesome than that. Now, I do have a couple flaws with the game. Nothing really much about negative or anything, but it's more like nitpicks. Driving destinations, I think the controls for the driving are a little bit too floppy. Basically, they feel a little too loose and not to where it's like a controlled stance.
It doesn't feel tight, basically.
Yeah, it doesn't feel that tight.
That's the way to describe it, Romy.
Some of the side quests, I'm not going to say what though, but a few side quests I've played, maybe 2 or 3 of them have a little logic gap that doesn't really make sense. And now this ain't much of a negative, but this is my high recommendation. Don't play this game in English. I made that mistake.
I personally think the English dub's all right. But I'll go over that when I talk about it.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about it when I'm done saying my piece here. So play it in Japanese. Overall, the game itself is absolutely amazing. It's incredible. This is well worth a play, folks. It's an experience. It lives up to everything that I personally wanted, an action-packed, badass adventure. I sure got that, and it brought back my love that I have for a series that I've watched fucking how many years ago. It's an amazing game. So I give it a 9 out of 10. Phenomenal fucking game.
In case, did you want me to give like a little like synopsis of who Kenshiro is and what the show's about?
Yeah, you could do that because I mean, Lost Paradise sort of follows the same thing, but it takes it in a completely non-canonical direction.
In case you don't know what Fist of the North Star is, I'll explain briefly. Fist of the North Star is a classic legendary anime where think of it as Mad Max mixed with martial arts. Okay,
yeah.
It's post-apocalyptic. It was a nuclear warfare. Most of the world is just a chaotic wasteland, and with all the terror going on, there's a man named Kenshiro, or goes by Ken for short, who has mastered the martial art Hokuto Shinken, which can only be passed down and be mastered, and it's from generation to generation. Only one can hailed as the master, which
basically
is him.
To be the true successor.
Yes. And what is Hokuto Shinken? Hokuto Shinken has the power to rupture a human being from the inside and from the inside out and simultaneously, meaning he can hit certain. All he has to do is touch you in a certain way, and if he hits a certain pressure point, you're done.
You're dead.
He makes your fucking head explode. He makes your body convulse and do all sorts of shit. He's a badass, but he's got a heart of gold.
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much Hokuto Shinken, and I remember Gary was talking to me. He's like if he was in Mortal Kombat, who would win? I was like, he is Mortal Kombat. He would destroy everybody.
Yeah, so the thing is, Kenshiro is considered probably one of the most overpowered anime characters. But the thing is that given the series itself, it's really something you don't mind because usually that's a big, huge point of contention for anime fans, honestly. And I can understand why. When a character is super overpowered, it's not that fun. I'm
No,
sorry,
it's not.
but I mean, unless you take a look at like things like One Punch Man, for example, where they actually do
I
the
fucking love One Punch Man.
yeah, they do the whole trope of that. But yeah, that's essentially a good rundown. The whole thing with the story for both the original series and Lost Paradise is very simple.
Mhm.
It's basically the same thing. Kenshiro's looking for his fiancee Yuria, who
Yes.
happens to be missing after he was stolen from
Oh, what the
by a
god? What the
man,
hell is it? He's like the
named Shin.
master of the fist of the South Star,
Yeah,
which is like an
not- It was like Nanto Saiken, I think it's called.
not to Saiken, which is a powerful, but it's not on par with Hokuto Shinken.
Yeah, so like Hokuto Shinken uses the whole pressure point, so it's from the inside, while Nanto Shinken is about from outside damage, essentially.
And some of the shit that Kenshiro can do to certain people is just like, oh my god, you do not want to fuck with this dude.
You really don't. So,
He will, like, oh god, I remember this one time where he killed this guy with these swords, and he was like, okay, sure, he's gonna be my 10,000 kill, but no, he hit this certain pressure point to where his arms are moving by himself, and he cuts his own head off.
yeah, essentially.
See,
It's absurd, but like it's the right kind of absurd.
oh no, it makes sense because, like I said, it's passed down for over 2,000 years, and he pretty much has like the power. That's what they call it, the power of a star, the fist of the North Star, to where he can rupture people in the worst ways. It's like, wait a minute, you didn't do nothing to us. He's like, omae wo mo shinto you, nani?
Which, for those who need a translation, that means you're already dead.
You're already dead.
Power of Christ compels you.
Yeah, so Lost Paradise follows that, except takes it into the Yakuza direction, as I love to talk about, because it's made by the same studio, Ryuga Gotoku Studios. So they made a Yakuza game, but with a Fist of the North Star painted all over it instead, which at first seems a bit really weird due to the fact that, like, usually in most settings that you see in the show / manga, everything's just basically destroyed. But you go to this sprawling metropolis. Now it doesn't look super great at first, but you'll see what I mean later if you choose to pick this game up, which I think you should. They go to this city called Eden, and that's basically what was it? Kenshiro gets as a lead after it picks up after the fight between him and Shin.
Hey Shane, someone said, it's like a Mike says, twisted fister of the North Star.
Oh, for God's sakes.
That'd be my interpretation.
Yeah.
But so yeah, the game itself is so far really great. I'm only on chapter 6, I think, right now, so I haven't gotten too far into the game.
Is it kind of like open world in a way?
In a way,
Yeah.
In terms of open world, you mean by the city? Yeah, but actually, it goes beyond the city. That's right. There's driving.
It's kind of like Yakuza in a way, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it's the same company.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like Yakuza in the sense that they put you in a big city setting. The sub story as well too is something that makes a return, because that's one of the big staples for the Yakuza series, and I think those are totally worth doing because they're all unique. I think boss fights and stuff is pretty great as well too. But as far as like combat's concerned, it's very faithful to the source material, I feel, because there's
correct fist.
yeah, that's one of the very first few moves that you do happen to learn.
The Hunger Crack fist, like within like 5 seconds, he throws like 100 fists and knocking your ass out, and then
Yeah.
10 seconds later, boom, your head explodes.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of different forbidden arts that you get to learn, as they're called here, which it replaces heat finishers in Yakuza. And it's all very faithful to the show and manga, so it's got something for everybody.
And like I said, like he sounds like he's invincible. Well, because in the show, in the movie it was different, but in the anime show, he fought to a draw against another guy.
Yeah.
Who happens to be someone he knows very well. I'm not gonna say who it is if you haven't seen it, but let's just say it's a doozy.
It is. It really is, and there's a lot of that in Lost Paradise as well too.
Isn't he like the main antagonist? He has to be, isn't he?
As far as I'm concerned, it seems that way, but I think that changes. I think that dynamic actually changes.
Okay.
But that's only because I actually happen to know who the final boss is of the game.
Okay.
But I won't say anything.
What about the warden? I'm not sure if you remember who he was.
He's the guy with the name with that really weird. Like,
he's that really big muscle dude with those whips, and he's got the white beard and whatnot.
He's he's got that metal helmet with the horns and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uriger or something like that was his name. I forgot
what his name was, but I remember him as the warden. So
yeah, so he does make an appearance in Lost Paradise. He's actually one of the boss fights you get to do.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
it was actually a little difficult. I will say that the fights in the game are really fun because the thing is, your primary way of doing damage at first is not through just doing regular like combos and strikes. You really want to do your forbidden arts. Because you won't be doing a lot of damage at first, because there's this little meter right next to someone's health bar. It's like it has like a skull icon, and if you fill that up through regular strikes, you can press circle to do a meridian shock, and you do that in order to stun somebody, so that you can go ahead and start doing whatever you want to do. There's a ton of forbidden arts as well too. So the thing is, because in Yakuza there's ways in order to do certain heat moves. For Fissador Star, it feels very at times random. I'm not sure if there's conditions in order to meet to do, like, say if you want to do the 100 crack fist, for example. I'm not sure if you have to be a certain distance from somebody, if you have to be facing them in front. I don't know. As far as I can tell, it's random. But either way, every single forbidden art is just so entertaining because each one of them has its own little quick time event that you have to press in certain you have to press buttons in certain fashions.
Yeah.
Which 100 crack fist, you got to press square like super fast to throw out all the punches. Yeah. It is a delight. It really is.
That was no joke. Out of all of them, that was technically one of my surprisingly favorite combos to do.
Well, 100 crack fist is just timeless.
Well, yeah, that's like one of his main. Once
you fucking rage up, there is ability where you can do like the fucking bicycle kicks, which is really cool. I use that a lot. It's not like a fatality.
Yeah,
move you can use.
Yeah, there's a bunch of little other moves that you can on that topic you can learn as well too. You learn it from a certain important character within the series, which I'm sure, Jerome, you know who I'm talking about.
Yes. Okay. Does he have like teal or turquoise hair?
Yeah, it's like whitish hair.
Oh, no, wait, it's whitish. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute, because there's two of them. One of them is like he uses calm rivers to stop raging.
That's the one.
Okay, that guy. The one that looks like Jesus.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, dude, he is interesting because he's so calm and collected, but the way he the way he defeats certain enemies, it's like I said, calm river destroys raging tides or some shit. And
he brings that up in the game as well too.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it really is, because he was talking to you about facing off against that really important main antagonist you were just talking about earlier, and he said the same exact thing. that both your fists are like raging waters, and only one you'll basically be trading blows until only one stands.
Mhm.
But if your fists from like a calm river, that kind of thing, I was like, oh, that is really great. I like that.
There's another, and he's actually a really close companion that you meet up with, and he's
Mhm.
what the hell is he's got the, I forgot what his name was. Shit. He was trying to save his sister.
Oh,
and he's got the fang claws that can go through you like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, so he's got Nanto Saiken as well too. Yeah.
I love that character too. Man, Fist of North Star is so fucking good.
It really is. It's just a great series. I will say that the another real quick thing in terms of subs versus dubs. Yeah, so Gary, you mentioned earlier before that the dialogue seems a bit cheesy, and I will say I feel like that's a little intentional to the fact that this was a late 80s anime.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got exactly what it is, but okay, if it's Japanese dub, then I can really get the humor. But for the English, the way that the specific for certain voice actors is playing a specific character and how they come off, it was just a little too ridiculous in the English dub.
I don't know. I happen to like the English dub, but I still am playing with
you got to play with the Japanese dub.
Well, here's the thing. The reason why I did that is because when I first saw the announcement for Fist of North Star, I found out that all the characters from the Yakuza series actually have a role in this game.
Well, it's no coincidence there. So.
Yeah. So, for example, like the guy who plays Kiryu in Yakuza as the main protagonist is, of course, Kenshiro, and he does fucking fantastic. In fact, he does so good. I even realized that was actually him at first.
Oh wow!
Like, it was crazy. I would go over a bunch of other characters, but like that's the thing. I'd be going all day about that. Like every single character, like every important character that you meet in Yakuza, just about almost everyone has a role in this game, and it's just great. It's fantastic.
I remember. Okay. There's this character. He's like a goon, who thinks he's mastered the art of Hokushiken. He looks like Shredder, because he's got the mask and everything, and he's saying, "I'm going to kick Kenshiro's ass," because, and then Kenshiro's just like walking away. He's like, "Huh?" He's like, "How dare you?" And then he comes up, and then Kenshiro's helping this guy on the ground. He just elbows him right in the face. Like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, "I'm going to get you," and then Kenshiro goes right up to his face. He's like, "Well, do it. What are you waiting for?" And then he pushes his two thumbs like right here. He's like, "Omoe wo do you?" He's like, "I hit your pressure points." And Kenshiro's like, "How many seconds do I have left?" And he starts counting down from 10 to 0. He's like, "What's 0?" He's like, "Oh, what?" And I was like, he blows up.
Yeah.
Kenshiro's like, "Get the fuck out of here, dude." That is like one of the funniest scenes ever.
Yeah, no, that is a great scene. I thought you were talking about the other really important character that had the black helmet.
Oh, no. That's another character from Kenshiro's past. Oh, he's a piece of shit, man.
Yeah, that guy is a fucking dickbag. But
no spoilers who it is, but there's a reason why he wears that helmet, okay?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so like a lot of characters from the series does make an appearance into this game, all the really important ones, of course. It's just a really fun time, man. Honestly, you really should give the game a shot. It's on sale. It's like 50% off. Totally go in there and get yourself a thing. Go ahead and continue on. I will be back in just a second.
No worries.
Potty break.
Oh,
I only wish.
I never even went over this. I never went over this article from Game Informers.
Where'd you go? Wait, is that Game Informer or is that Playboy? Oh, it is Game Informer.
Their top 10 best games of the decade. I never went over that.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm actually curious. I want to hear this.
I want to hear this tw yeah.
I didn't have this top line up. I was just trying to find it.
No. Just read it. Just read it. I want to hear it. Get back.
You keep interrupting me, then I won't get to it.
I was gonna say we want to hear it. Just go on.
Come on, you loose vagina.
Would you be quiet, Romy?
Number 10 is Overwatch.
Boo! Next one.
Number 9 is Bloodborne.
Okay, I'm with that.
Number 8
Interesting.
Number 8 is The Last of Us.
Good pick.
Number 7, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
I need
Good
to continue
pick.
that. That game is awesome so far.
It's
Number-
incredible.
Number 6, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Boo!
First one.
No, the first one, not the sequel.
The second one. The second one's great. The first one though is a million times better.
Yeah, God, no.
Number 5, God of War.
The PS4 version? That should be way higher.
That should be number 1 at least.
Number 4 is Mass Effect 2.
Great pick.
I like that. Okay.
Number 3, The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt.
That's a great game.
Okay, I wouldn't put it higher than those. It was on my honorable mentions, though. That's a good pick.
Oh, sorry.
Number 2, The Elder Scrolls V: Skyrim.
Wow.
Skyrim was one of my honorable mentions.
That's my favorite.
Number 1 is Grand Theft Auto 5.
Good. That's my number 2.
I like that.
That's a good number 1. That was my number 2 pick.
I will say this about Skyrim. It's the only Elder Scrolls game I actually like, if I'm being honest with you.
Wow, you didn't like 4? Oblivion?
I thought Oblivion was overrated, if I'm being honest.
All right, so to talk about anime, I want to go over a quick list. Then I want to get to my last 2 remaining reviews. Then I want to get to everyone else. So I found this on WhatCulture.com. This was in my notifications on my phone. Now this Google thing I got on my phone. Usually it gives me some really good topics for the show. Because on my phone it gives me this Google thing and it gives me a lot of really interesting topics I can go over. But it's But the only thing I've been seeing lately is circumstances that I'm not going to bring up, which you folks should already know by now. And by the way, you know what? I'm going to talk about that real quick. I'm going to make the comparison to John Carpenter's The Thing with all this nonsense. So, folks, hear me out here, and I want you all to think about this. I even wrote a post about this. So here's the thing. I'm going to read you all word for word of what I said, and I want you all mentally think of what I talked about. And it'll prove enough that I'm right. So here is what I said, ladies and gentlemen, in my post. If this motherfucker will load up quickly. Come on. Okay, here it is. So here's what I said. This whole pandemic shit is like John Carpenter's The Thing. One day we're all getting along and living peacefully. Once a virus hit and one person gets infected, nobody trusts, talk, or looks at each other properly without being paranoid until a test is put into play to see who is infected and who isn't. The only difference is nobody's turning into an alien extraterrestrial specimen.
The only thing is I'm going to be looking at my dog really carefully.
Here's the question I asked. Here's the question I asked the public. I'm going to let you all mentally think of what I mean and how it works. Do you folks mentally believe you are the thing? Are you really human or just a carbon copy of yourself being an imitation? I think you all should know exactly what the fuck I mean. So let's go ahead and get to that one topic. Now, the top anime movies. I love anime films. I love watching.
I'm going
to visually show that. I'm going to share screens. I'm not going to say a fucking word. I'm just going to show this.
Okay.
All right.
Make sure you have all your porn tabs off.
I'm going to show this.
I was about to say, like, wait, in terms of anime, there's more than just hentai, Gary.
Asian jugs. What the hell?
Look what they're fucking promoting on the side here.
What's Japanese women?
See, that's what you call personalized ads.
Yeah, pretty much.
Motherfucker wants to tease me. So I want to go over the top 10 anime films of the 21st century that aren't Studio Ghibli. Number 10, Night is Short, Walk on Girl.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of the name, but I have never seen it.
I need to watch more anime, enough said.
So I wish I could.
Go incognito.
Okay, number 9. This one I know really well. This is a good movie. The Girl Who Leaped Through Time.
Oh yeah, I've heard. Yeah, that one's been very highly regarded.
Oh, I know your name's going to be on there. I have a feeling.
Probably.
Well, we'll see. We don't know for a fact. Okay, coming in at number 8. That fucking shit. That fucking
coming.
Of course you would do it that way, Romy.
I don't do it. Oh wait, what? All right, number 8 is a movie called Red Line.
I've heard of Red Line.
Red Line, I heard, was very, very good, and I really want to check it out. It's hyper stylized. It's a lot of action. Oh, I really need to check it out.
All right, Gary.
Okay, Coming in at number 7, this motherfucking article is being a pain in my ass. Number 7, Mary and the Witch's Flower.
Oh, I've heard good things about that
I
one.
heard that movie's supposed to be very
The
adorable.
Barbos. That's Studio Ghibli.
Yeah, not
Number
not
6,
familiar.
I saw this one. This movie reminds you, I shit you not, it somewhat reminds you of the style of Kiki's Delivery Service. It even says right here too, in this corner of the world.
Never heard of that one.
This corner of the world. I feel like I've heard of it.
It's somewhat similar to Kiki's Delivery Service in terms of animation style, but it's a really nice movie, really nice one. Number 5 is a movie called Promare.
Never
Promare?
heard of that one.
No,
Promare.
Promare. I've heard very good things about it. I got a couple of friends who actually saw it, and they were like, "Yeah, you need to go see it."
If there's a particular anime that's not on here, and these are all just anime movies right now, like not series you're talking about here, right?
Right? Yeah, not serious movies.
Yeah. If there is a particular anime movie that's on here, not the one I'm thinking of, but this, I'll say it if it's not mentioned. But yeah.
Spirit Away and The Wind Rises are Studio Ghibli films.
Those are
No, that I understand. Like, there's 2 movies I'm thinking of particularly, but
Oh,
it's
the
not.
chat was
I
funny.
want to eat your pancreas.
Number
Anyways, Gary.
4
That is an actual movie.
is Evangelion 2.0. You cannot advance.
I've heard of that one.
Evangelion is a very much so well-known anime.
You cannot advance. That's what every woman says about their back door.
Number 3, this one is something that I want everyone to see. This film, oh my god, it really makes you cry. It got me fucking tearing up.
Grave of the
A
Firefly.
Silent Voice.
Oh yeah, no, it's Studio Ghibli. What the fuck? Oh, sorry.
A Silent Voice. That movie. It's about how a guy becomes friends with a girl who, deaf.
Well, Gary, if you were in it, it would be called a silent fart.
So you said silent voice? I'll have to,
A silent voice, yeah.
I'll have to look into that.
Number 2, Tokyo Godfathers.
Tokyo Godfathers is really interesting, but
Heard of
like,
that one.
oh, it is. It's both equal parts heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time.
By the way, number 1 is Your Name.
I knew it. I have seen Your Name. It's a really good movie.
There's 2 particular ones I cannot believe they didn't mention.
Okay.
Perfect Blue.
That's a great
Yeah. That I'm actually surprised they didn't mention Perfect Blue.
That one will fuck you up.
Perfect
The other
blue
one,
balls.
no mention of Akira.
Akira's 21st century.
Oh,
Yeah.
Still, though, I'd mention it just for the hell of it. But
21st century, Mr. Austin.
I'd mention it for the hell of it.
Yeah, I know you're bad at math, but shit.
Well, then
I
again,
was bad.
but yeah, Perfect Blue, no mention. I'm surprised about that. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
I want to go on my two reviews real quick because I want someone else to take the mic because I feel like I've been going on for a little too
Yeah,
long.
you have.
Well, it's not Gary's fault.
I was gonna say I have a
Fucking with Gary. Come on.
I have a quick little retrospective thing because recently I've been going through a bunch of content while I'm at work because I'm sitting around kind of doing nothing. I decided to go watch the AVGN again, all the way from start to finish.
AVGN, man.
Yeah, it reignited my love for old web series and such like that, and it just made me realize like how influential James Rolfe is.
I think he is one of the original godfathers of YouTube.
You really,
And doing a lot.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for someone like him,
There
reviewing,
wouldn't be reviewing.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, at least somebody else would take the
Well,
reins.
and
but-
listen to the style that he does it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I went back to watch a couple of episodes. It was just going to be a couple. Now I'm like halfway through the entirety of his library. I can't believe how much I did not see it that he made actually.
Oh God, I forgot how many episodes he's
He
in so
has
far.
loads. I actually watched the Atari Jaguar episode again. It makes me laugh my ass off.
Oh,
Yeah.
and by the way, my heart goes out to James, man, because speaking of Atari Jaguar, his black feline cat, Boo, that's the name, the real Jaguar,
Aw.
passed away due to cancer. She was, I think it was a he, I'm sorry, 13 years old. His wife, adopted it and loved that cat ever since. He was in a few videos, like him chasing around the Atari Jaguar with his actually a laser pointer, which it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
And the cat passed away to cancer. I felt so bad for
Man.
I
James.
know how
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, same, dude. It's funny too because I recently just saw that episode like just recently.
Yeah, it's a good episode. Real good episode.
When he takes a shit in the Atari Jaguar.
So yeah, there was oh god, I'm about to like dry heap just thinking about it. But
There's one episode I did not. Okay, I love almost every except for one episode, and Gary's gonna agree with me. It was the Toxic Avenger one.
that's the one I was just about to say.
Yeah, not a good one.
That's literally the only episode I did that was pretty bad.
Yeah. Otherwise, I love everything he's done.
We can all agree the Toxic Avenger one is not good.
Okay, so I want to go through these two topics because I feel like I've been going on for too long. So I want to go over my two games that I played. First off, let's talk about Control. Let's get that out.
Oh God,
this breaks my heart, dude.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you all about Control, because the thing is, I've heard all the praise about this game. I've heard numerous things, people saying it's best game of the year, etc., etc. Well, do me a favor. For those people out there who say best game of the year, I think you all should play a little something else. I don't know, something like God of War, something like Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. Play fucking.
Came out a year before.
Play what else? Now between this, okay, if I had to choose this one and another game, I would definitely choose this game over the Outer Worlds any day of the week.
Wow!
I would.
For the better game, you mean?
Between which one I would play more? Between Control.
Oh, okay.
I definitely choose Control over the Outer Worlds because dear God, about the Outer Worlds. So
I still can't.
Here's what I thought. Here's my thought on Control. Now, you're playing as Jessie, who enters the Federal Bureau of Control to become the new director. She's got a simple mission to find out what happened to brother Dylan. While on the way, she has to go through a series of obstacles while using her telekinesis. That's a big fucking word right there. Telekinesis. I said another big word. I said another big word. Telekinesis. So powers up to get through. Now, there was a very specific thing that stood on this game that got my attention. Now, here's my positives I have. Beautiful visual presentation on the characters. Certain abilities you can use on enemies for your advantage. Controls itself are very easy and quick to adapt. The training sessions come in handy and very in-depth detail to help you out get through and actually helps you with your special abilities that you are able to, well, pun intended, control. Also, the map setup is extremely neat, helpful, and gives you proper guidance, helping you where you need to go. Also, the fast traveling is a nice little add to make your life easier where you need to go instead of walking through the whole entire building. So I like the fast traveling. Now, here are my negatives. The story itself is too weird, adds up too much information that doesn't come off memorable, informative, or show any sign of care of why should I be engaged.
Man,
so much big words, so much big talk that transpires to, that's not really relating to the connection of why Jessie's going out to get her brother Dylan. There are a few things that relate, okay, but then there's this other background shit that I don't care about. Why should I care? Okay, while you're traveling, this is the thing that I really hated. While you're traveling, enemies come out of nowhere, giving you very little to zero time to react whatsoever. Now, in usual standard third-person layout of games, that when the roll of enemies come out, you'll know when exactly happens. It's all about timing. The timing for this, for when they come out, it just happens right there unexpectedly and doesn't give you any sort of reaction at all. And that pissed me off multiple times. Now, no matter how much you upgrade your health, you lose it real easily. There's certain enemies that will take your health within maybe 2-3 shots and you're dead.
Oh, so it's like fucking Dark Souls.
Now,
it's a challenging game.
Now, there's no cover-up system. Now, I understand the concept of what they're doing, but the thing is, no matter how many times you run around, you're surrounded by multiple enemies. Again, relating to my previous statement, you are surrounded by multiple enemies. A cover system could have been at least convenient for certain rounds of enemies that you're going through. At least maybe every so often, add a little cover, that you can cover yourself, shoot the enemies, and maybe run around and take care. Have the balance.
Use the shield ability.
There are visual.
I'm just saying, it's an ability.
Was not good. I didn't like it.
Oh.
Visual presentations with cutscenes are too trippy for the eyes. I didn't like the presentation at all with the story. I couldn't follow through. So overall, the game's challenge, okay, good enough. But the thing is, when you have a challenge, it needs to have a balance and fairness to make your game, make the player have some ability to set a goal for yourself to complete it while facing the difficult tasks. I didn't get no balance at all through playing this. The game doesn't have a balance or fairness to it. It's heavy on the weird side, and let me tell you all, weird doesn't work with me at all. I don't do weird shit. I don't do weird games, movies. I don't do anything that's weird. I want to play a game that's entertaining, enjoyable with a story, gameplay, experience, it's saying to do, and I also want logic that makes sense.
So,
Gary, you
a
love
game
a
can't
game.
be weird and entertaining at the same time?
This game doesn't have any of those things for me to really adapt and have a basic. It has a basic plot, but it had too much shit that was too much for its own good for me to care. So I gave the game a 4.5 out of 10.
Oh man, I can't
Gary,
like the maze section. That fucking
the maze section was cool. And Gary,
Yeah.
you don't like where you play. You love a game where you're playing a guy where if he just touches you, he makes your fucking head explode.
Yeah, right.
I'm just busting Gary's balls.
I thought I loved Control.
So for you folks who like the game, you go ahead and enjoy it. I don't care whatsoever. It doesn't bother me at all. So let me get to another game that I just recently played, and
Yeah, this one I understand what you're. I mean, I've heard things. I haven't played, but I've heard things about it.
It's a game. Now, what is the one rule in any entertainment field that you need? What is one of the basic guides if you're doing a show, showcasing
It
a
needs
movie,
to be fun.
game?
Engagement.
That's one of them. That's another. But what is one of the main rules? When you have something, it has to start strong and end strong.
And strong, yeah.
Oh,
This game does not have that ability whatsoever. Now, the Order 1886. Now,
it's all Paul the Rage.
you're playing as Grayson Galahad, is a knight of.
Grayson Galahad.
That's his name, Grayson Galahad. So here's a knight of the Order. He and his crew are against the rebels to protect Lord Hastings. After an incident, you are pairing up with an unlikely ally to discover the truth about what you are willing to accomplish. So things turn out in this game. That's very weird. Now, the controls, standard third-person setup, easy to learn, adapt, etc. Art design is beyond incredible with its landscape and realism and characters. Now, this weapon alone, I actually did take notes, but there are specific weapons in this game to where the accuracy is perfect. It is fluent, it's smooth, and you get those proper shots that you want to get when you're playing in a game like this. Specifically, I mostly focused with the repeaters and the revolvers. Those weapons were accurate and beautiful to use. Now, story from the beginning to the middle, the story, how it started off was something interesting, and it really started to build your engagement little by little. And once it got to the middle act of the story, it really got you locked in.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I'm going to get to my cons.
Oh, boy.
Once you reach the end peak of the present time, the majority of the game that you're playing, it's mostly a flashback. It's mostly a flashback sequence that you're playing. But the thing is, once you get to your recent time and get to the main attribute, which honestly wasn't that long, the conclusion was incredibly weak. It was abrupt and leaves you in a trail of question. If a game ends weak, then
it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
It brings down the point of everything that builds up to that brings your engagement. The story alone, the way that it was building up was so fucking good. I was so close of putting this game under my most underrated and giving us a close to 9 out of 10. I was that close.
The ending really brought it down for you.
The ending along with the negatives that I had, just did it.
Damn.
It reminds me of the game Rage.
When you have a bad conclusion for a video game, dude, it just fucks up everything of what you are looking forward to.
That's what I've been hearing about this game.
So the conclusion was weak. It leaves you. It's an abrupt ending. It leaves you in question exactly what the fuck happened. Where's it go from here? Now I heard there was supposed to be a sequel to this.
They're still trying to get in development, but I'm highly doubtful at this point.
It's a prequel. It's called Pre-Order 1885.
If there's gonna be no sequel to this game, then if there's no sequel to this game at all to at least answer my questions, then you just fucked everything up. Because the thing is, this game did not answer everything. It doesn't lead you to what happens next. It doesn't lead you to give you the proper conclusion. All
Yes,
this is
just
a
like
cliffhanger that just ends up badly. You want to know what the ending is? Bang! You shoot your former colleague. There you
Yeah,
go.
why did you fucking spoil it?
Because it's a game that I don't want nobody to play.
You know what's
Gameplay
funny? Because
story-
that's how Resistance 2 ended, but it made sense.
This one didn't.
Yeah.
So gameplay story should have been the gameplay itself. It should have been longer because
Yeah.
this game, there are more cutscenes in this game than in this. There was more cutscenes in this game than it is with gameplay. They should have just turned this into a fucking movie then.
Hey, from what I've been hearing, the cutscenes are fucking awesome, but still, there needs to be gameplay in the game.
But the thing is, your gameplay, all you do so often, yes, you'll have your shootings and whatnot, your rounds that you're doing to, get through, but every so often, majority, I'm just tapping the fucking triangle to open a door.
I was about to say, Gary, most of the time I've been hearing you're doing in the game is this. I'm just gonna, just to make fun of it. You're just investigating objects a lot of the time.
This is what you're doing. You're like,
that's what I've heard. Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Oh wow! So it's true most of the time.
Hey Gary, when you were doing that, did you just notice something? Notice something right? Why did you put on camera? Why did you put me on camera? That's one of my offspring, you dumb shit.
Rubber duck, keep it quiet.
Pretty sure I'm trying to get you and give me more 50 rubber duckies.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Oh my
God damn it, Damien.
All right, so the thing is, now, there's poor accuracy with certain weapons. I'll give you an example. M4 Dragon Revolver, the machine gun pistole, and the thermite rifle. None of those
Thermite? Oh my, dude, thermite is a substance that can burn through almost anything minus titanium.
Now, during shootouts, and I'm not saying it happens throughout the whole game, but there are certain issues with the game where it ends up becoming way too blurry and makes it hard on the eyes to see where you're aiming on certain enemies. If you're up on a balcony, there are certain parts in the lower field where it does go blurry and you're having a hard time trying to aim it. Now, this game started off interesting, had an amazing story that was going good, terrific middle, and it fell flat and just killed with the abrupt ending, unanswered questions that leaves me in suspense. Is it a terrible game? For me, it's not terrible. I mean, it's got a lot of flaws and it ruined it. So this game was all right and leaves somewhat of a passable rating for me.
Oh,
that gong did not come from my end.
I give it a disappointing 6 out of 10.
That sounds just like fucking Rage, because they say the game was good and everything, and then the ending happened and it fucked everything up.
Well, and it's not just that, but like from what I heard, like for most of the part on the order, and you just confirmed it for me, Gary, was that when you're not shooting, you're just looking at shit. That's all I've heard.
I'm gonna stop talking because I've gone on for too long. Let someone else. I don't give a shit who. Just do your thing.
Get out of here!
I've only got 2 topics, and it's Star Wars stuff, so I'll just go over that quickly. Star Wars. All right, so first of all, like I mentioned, May the 4th be with you and happy Star Wars Day, everybody. So,
May the Schwartz be with
that too. So, I can either go for my review of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, or I can do my Star Wars ranking of all of the live-action Star Wars.
Do the Knights of the Old Republic first.
Okay, so Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, if you ask me, is that only the best story ever told in Star Wars history besides Empire Strikes Back? But to me, it is the best RPG ever made. Not just saying as a Star Wars fan. This is a game that takes place thousands upon thousands of years before the events of the prequel, well, pretty much the entire live action movies, and you play as a character that is really unnamed for the most part. You wake up when basically the game starts. There's this battleship that you're on that's being bombarded and blown up by the Sith. And basically later on, you find out things about yourself through flashbacks when you're having dreams that are more like visions. That's all I'm going to say.
Visions.
That's all I'm going to say because the story for Knights of the Old Republic is seriously, it is a game that takes you on twists and turns. It's such a well-written story with well-rounded characters, fully realized characters. Yeah, go ahead, Gary. It's all right. and basically the gameplay of this. Now, I'm not a fan of turn-based RPGs for the most part. This is a game that takes place it takes the turn-based RPG element and turns it on its head, essentially. I mean, because a lot of the time you just have to stand still, do attack, spell, item, making sure your party mates are okay, where you can keep moving around constantly, doing your finesse and all that. And it was a system that had me engaged in all my, not joking, 9 playthroughs of this game.
9 playthroughs?
I have been this game. I've put in well over 100 hours in Knights of the Old Republic. I love this game so much. The voice acting. I mean, not every character has a voice. But I will say the twist in the third act of Knights of the Old Republic is by none, I think, one of the greatest plot twists ever. And actually, I didn't know about this, and when I was playing the game, my cousin-in-law, when he came down to my place years ago, he says, "You want me to tell you who you are?" And I said, "Sure." And he says, "You're this," and I just thought, what? So then I played the game and got to that part, my jaw dropped. I'm not even kidding.
Why would he tell you that? That just ruins...
Oh, and honestly, didn't ruin it for me, because if I were to go back, me being me now, I'd be like, no, don't tell me. But I was curious, but it honestly didn't ruin it. I was still mind blown nonetheless. The music of the game is absolutely incredible. I love the music. I mean, and it only incorporates one bit of John Williams' music, which is of course the title crawl. But otherwise, it's completely original music. The boss battles are insane. The dialogue choices are great. You can either be a Sith or a Jedi, and the customization in the game is absolutely incredible too. And it's such an someone said, have you played the sequel? I have played a tad bit of the Sith Lords. That was fine, to be honest, from what I played. And you can do a romance with Bastila, by the way, which I end up doing every time I played the game.
Let me see. I forgot what she looks like. Let me see. Okay, how do you spell her name?
Bastila. B-A-S.
She's a bastard?
Jesus Christ.
So Bastila, like the Bastila and Doom. So think of that, Bastila, the Bastila, kind of like that.
That's the ballista.
Fucking idiot. God damn it. But it's such an amazing game with a fully realized story, and it's a damn shame that they haven't remastered this game for modern consoles, because I guarantee everybody would be on that like hotcakes.
Okay.
It's funny too, because on Twitter I do believe Knights of the Old Republic is trending right now.
It's trending, yeah, it is.
It's actually trending right now.
And if I were to be this game is honestly in my top 10 games ever. I love this game to no end. I have it on PC and I have it on Xbox. Yes, I have different consoles, Gary. Love this game to death. It's one of my favorite games. This is one of my rare 11 out of 10 games.
Hold on.
I don't have an issue with this game. I really don't. I know some people out there think it's overrated, but I'm not gonna say it going.
Hello, Bastila. My name's Romy.
Oh, would you be?
She has a double lightsaber, double ended. We can share.
I'm just gonna move on from that. But Knights of the Republic. If you guys have a PC, or by the way, you can play that game on Xbox One if you have an Xbox One, because it is backwards compatible with Star Wars.
It is one of the very few that has made that short list.
It's a phenomenal game, especially on Star Wars Day on May the 4th. You need to play this game if you haven't played it. Seriously, it's phenomenal. If you ask me, it's a masterpiece of a game.
Sorry, Princess Leia. It looks like you got dethroned, man. I'll give her a whole new meaning of midi-chlorians.
I don't even know what to say to that. Okay, now we go on to I'm not gonna on to that. So next up, and this is my last topic because I want to speed through these things. You guys know me; I like to be short and sweet with these things. So knowing that the Skywalker saga ended with Rise of the Skywalker, I thought I'd be doing my ranking for all of the live-action Star Wars films, not including the specials. Because I tried to watch the Christmas special. Hell no, to say the least.
Why would you do that?
Cody and I were curious, to say the least.
Okay, that's all you need to say.
Cody and I were curious. I will say this right now. We were a little bit out of the state of mind, and that didn't even help us.
Well, he must have been out of state of mind when he woke up Lucas with Britney Spears.
Well, that boy just ain't right.
That's hilarious.
Oh
Anyway,
no, that shit's hilarious.
So this is gonna be my ranking of all 11 live-action Star Wars films. That includes the Skywalker Saga with the 2 anthology films.
Okay.
So, starting off with number 11, the weakest one out of all of them is Attack of the Clones.
I agree.
Yup.
There are 2 saving graces about this movie. 2 saving graces. Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan, who is by far the best thing about the prequel trilogy.
Space Jesus.
Pretty much. And the other thing, I would say, I mean, even though it doesn't make sense, but it was flashy, the fight with Yoda against
You know why it doesn't make sense? His
Yeah.
arthritis didn't kick in.
Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, the fight between Yoda and Dooku. That's that's
More like doo-doo.
Yeah, no kidding. Number 10.
May that actor rest in peace, by the way.
Yeah, Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
The second best Dracula.
No, I agree. Number 10, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
You know what? I think John Campion mentioned about this. Okay, there is an edited version. It's called the Phantom Edit.
Really?
What they did, I think what they did is they removed everything that associates with Jar Jar Binks.
That makes it was even better, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, the worst thing about Phantom Menace, Jar Jar Binks.
Not only that, what's the name of that little kid who played?
That
ruined him for life.
Oh, it ruined his career. It
it
ruined his life, essentially. I can't
which is actually
Jake Lloyd is his name.
Yeah, which is actually really sad because, like,
You know
It was
pretty
Jingle
sad.
all the way.
Who told you to eat my cookies?
By the way, such a fun movie, by the way, Jingle all the way. I will say, in terms of things I do like, again, Ewan McGregor, the best thing about the prequels, I actually like Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn, and Darth Maul, who is so underused.
Darth Maul was awesome, but Gary, what are you doing?
What the hell?
I saw your shirt flying. What are you doing?
No,
Gary?
don't worry about it.
You
I
ass
worry.
monkey.
Anyways, yeah, Darth Maul should have been saved for the next movie as well, because could you imagine him not dying and being an Attack of the Clones would have made that movie 10
Also, that
million times
lightsaber
better.
fight at the end was fucking glorious.
Sorry, Shane.
I'm saying, I mean, if you want more Darth Maul, just watch the Clone Wars.
That's what I've been hearing. I've been hearing that show is amazing. The latest
The
episode.
Jindy Tarantowski show. Yeah.
Well, not just that one. There's another one.
There's an animated series on Disney Plus, and what I've been hearing, it's incredible.
Yeah,
the recent few seasons were just like top notch.
Yeah, there was another fight that Darth Maul got to be in, and apparently to everyone they were saying it was fucking fantastic.
But no, that fight with Duel of the Fates are my favorite fights of the entire prequels.
Yeah.
Honestly, among the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, Darth Maul and Bastila Schwan has something in common. They both have double-ended.
Anyways, moving on. Number 9, the biggest disappointment out of all of them, Rise of Skywalker.
Yep.
I gave this film 2 chances. I actually liked it less upon rewatch.
There's so much things in the movies that made no fucking sense.
And it's not just that, but like the film was okay. As a person that will defend The Last Jedi, this film essentially goes away from everything from The Last Jedi. Everything, and essentially it feels like a prequel to the Force, not prequel, but a sequel to the Force Awakens, where it's like J.J. Abrams is going, okay, that's not what I meant, so I'm going to try and do everything I wanted to do for the first half, and because of that, nothing connects and makes sense because of that.
No, wait, Gary, what are you doing? What are you doing?
PS4.
Get off your fucking game console!
If you let Austin continue, I'll say what I'm doing.
Okay.
Cougar.
And honestly, anyways, my biggest issue with Rise of Skywalker, well, a couple of things. One of the things is that this basically felt like it's a movie that has the spectacle is amazing, the visuals are great, the action is awesome, but it felt like in terms of plot, it just felt like fan fiction. The movie.
Nah.
Which isn't a bad thing. It's nothing wrong with fan service. Last Jedi and Force Awakens had a lot of it, but it seemed like with this one, J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio went on to Reddit to find all the best fan theories and just slapped them together in this movie. That's how it felt like to me.
It's pretty sad when the original director for this, who was going to do 9, his ideas was actually way better. which is
Dude.
crazy because originally Ray was going to turn evil.
Which honestly, I would have loved that.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, it would have. It was essentially. It would have honestly kind of brought it to the Knights of the Republic when Bastila turns evil in a way. I would have loved that.
She's a
You
mean
be
girl with
quiet.
a.
You stop that.
I will say there are a couple of scenes I liked in Rise of Skywalker, like the Shane. You haven't seen it, so I won't spoil it for you. But let me just say, God damn it, dude.
My favorite character was that one lady, but you don't see her. I think she was played by Kerry Russell.
I agree. I loved her.
She's my favorite character in the movie. Yeah.
But it's a scene in the end that involved Rey and Kylo Ren. It's an action sequence, which I thought was really inventive. But otherwise, the ending, I was just like,
she's
really?
all the Jedi.
Number 8 for me is Solo. Solo story.
Wow.
Okay, I will say this. I rewatched it a while back. I did like it a tad bit more upon rewatch, but there was no need for this movie. There really wasn't, because it goes.
There's some nice puts here and there. It's like, oh, this is how he got this and this, and what's her name? Like, I never found her attractive, but in this movie, I was just like,
absolutely.
In this movie, I was just like, fuck, the Force is strong with this package.
The best thing about Solo was crap. What's his name? I can't. Donald Glover as Lando.
He was awesome. I couldn't stand that robot character he was with.
Neither could I. And I liked all the narrator, I guess, Han Solo. I thought he was actually pretty good. The Kessel Run sequence I loved, but everything else I was just like, it just feels like it felt like a generic space opera, if you ask me. Number 7, Revenge of the Sith. Yes,
yep.
I like this more than Rise of Skywalker, because at least with the prequels, you can hate all them all you want. I'm not a fan of the prequels, but at least the prequels had a complete vision, along with a good ending.
It has some of the worst fucking. What the fuck, Gary?
Let him do his fucking thing.
God damn.
And not to mention, Revenge of the Sith actually has a good ending, a satisfying
the ending was
ending.
amazing, yeah.
Save for one detail, but yeah, it was.
She lost the will to live.
Besides that,
I'm not. That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that little bit,
it would have been actually.
I mean, now to be fair, Revenge of the Sith is actually a pretty decent movie.
I couldn't disagree. I couldn't disagree anymore.
I think
I thought it was all right.
Yeah, same. I think it's actually a pretty decent. It's not a good movie, but I thought, you know what? Out of all the prequels, I'd rewatch this one 10 million times more than the other ones.
Okay, you ever seen this Robot Chicken sketch where they're poking fun of Star Wars, right? You know that scene when Anakin was going to kill all the kids with a lightsaber?
Oh, the younglings.
And then Anakin's like, all right, time to go to a happy place. And he's in this, and then all of a sudden he just transforms his mind into this world of sunshine and sunflowers. And it's showing him killing these sunflowers by chopping their heads off and breaking the sunflowers in half and shit. And then it goes back to reality, and you see his reaction like, oh!
Yeah. One more thing I should mention. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite dramatic scene in the entire prequel trilogy, the Opera House scene.
Yeah.
Best scene in the entire trilogy, if you ask me. Number 6.
From a Jedi.
No, yes. It's like, have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I want to see a spin-off movie with him so bad.
The sequence where he becomes the Emperor. Some of the worst acting I have ever fucking. He's like, no. I'm just like, who the fuck acts like this? Jesus Christ.
Moving on to number 6. Romy, I know you're not a big fan of this one, but I think it's a pretty sweet war movie, Rogue One.
Rogue One to me was
Rogue One, if you look at it more as a war film of the Star Wars universe, it works completely. Because this, to me, was Star Wars Battlefront the movie. That's the way I looked at it. And it's exactly what I got.
With no microtransactions.
Yeah, no kidding. Has some of the best action sequences of the Star Wars universe, and not to mention that third act on Scarif was absolutely amazing.
It's got one of the best scenes ever.
I agree. Yep.
With Darth Vader showing up out of nowhere, and he starts fucking wasting dudes left and right trying to get that
again.
Disc. That was the best scene in the movie.
Mark Ellis described the scene best. This basically felt like Michael Jordan when he was in his prime in basketball. Basically, He's just like going. I was like, dude, that's a great comparison. Great freaking war movie. Although the character development is pretty damn thin, but still as a war film, I think it succeeds in what it's trying to do.
Hey,
Number
Felicity.
5? Felicity is fucking beautiful as can be. Number 5, Return of the Jedi.
That would be my number. Number 5. I think it'd be my number 4.
Return of the Jedi. My only real issue with this movie is the Ewoks. I
The
couldn't
Ewoks are
stand them.
fucking lame.
I couldn't stand them, but otherwise, this has an actual great conclusion to the Skywalkers.
It's got one of the best space battles I think I've ever seen.
Absolutely, and plus the duel between Luke and
Before
Vader.
George Lucas fucking ruined it.
God.
We're not going to go into that.
Otherwise, that confrontation between them that was beautiful.
And that's one of my favorite shots ever in the movie. The contrast between the light and the dark on both sides of Luke's face. Love that. And plus you can't get, and plus Palpatine in that movie is just so, it gives me goosebumps.
Dude, Palpatine was a fucking pimp in that movie.
Oh, he absolutely was. Number 4, The Force Awakens.
That's my number 3.
A lot of people say that it's a remake of New Hope. No, it's not. Not at all.
No, it isn't.
It does callbacks.
It has some similar outlines to it, but it's not the same movie.
It's its own movie, and J.J. Abrams does a great job of reintroducing us, bringing us back into the world of Star Wars while doing callbacks, bringing us to an amazing spectacle with a great story, setting up some great things, which unfortunately he screwed up a lot of it with Rise of Skywalker. Well, to be fair, that's Disney's fault, not his fault. But yeah, damn great. And plus the twist with Ben Solo being, Han Solo's
that
son.
in the scene with Han Solo, that was
Dude,
every
time I saw that scene, my heart was pounding like a mother effer.
Everyone in the audience, because I saw it in a jam-packed audience, everyone was like,
It was, and I remember there was a guy that was spoiling it for everybody on Twitter. And I was like, "How kind of an asshole are you?" Number 3, I don't care what anyone says. Last Jedi is a phenomenal movie.
That's my number 5.
Last Jedi not only is a damn good Star Wars movie, but to me, it has some of the best moments of the entire saga.
Some of them are amazing. Yes, I will admit that. Like this.
Hey, Capcom.
Anyways, you're being disrespectful,
God
Gary.
damn it, Gary!
Well, I wasn't talking to you.
Anyways,
It's funny because I already know what you're doing. I just looked on the screen just for a bit, and I'm like, I already know what's going on.
Also, I just want to say one thing: the kamikaze scene. Enough said. Has some of the greatest visuals ever in a Star Wars film. Rian Johnson. Yes, some people say he went too bold. No, he went great with that, taking Luke into a character as essentially a tragic hero in a way. That's the way I saw it, where people was like, well, Luke would never do that. It's like, he's been, since Revenge of the Sith, since Return of the Jedi and now with this one, you have to imagine something have happened. And honestly, Rian Johnson did a great job of taking a character we all know and love and giving him something, I don't know, interesting for what happened in the timeline between it, if you ask me. But I know people will defend that and hate that, but I loved what he did.
My biggest complaint with the movie is the character Rose and her side plot. I thought it was lame.
I can say this. I think it is the least good part about the movie. However, every time I see it, it's like, okay, it's entertaining, but I think it's the thing I like the least about it. But the ending of Rise of the
it was so good.
Oh, I love the ending, and plus John Williams' music, I think is the best out of all the sequel trilogy and Return of the Jedi. No, Last Jedi. Number 2, Star Wars.
Don't fucking call it A New Hope.
I did earlier. I apologize.
It was called Star Wars. God damn it.
Gary.
With you, Gary. Okay. I'm gonna be an asshole. With you, Gary, and Asians, there's no hope.
Oh.
So mean.
Fuck 'em. That's what you get. That is what you get. Bye. Goodbye. Bye.
Oh God! But no, this was the film that just Star Wars or ANH. I'll just say the acronym for it. This film just catapulted a whole different genre of science fiction, to say the least. The influences that George Lucas took to make this film possible, and the fact that no one took this film seriously, apparently when they were filming it on set, and something interesting as well. The cinematographer of the film, and George Lucas had constant biggers on set, and when the studio pitched in, they actually said, okay, listen to what the DP is talking about, okay? And hey, the cinematographer was right. And actually, the cinematographer for 2001 was originally supposed to shoot this movie too, by the way, but they got the guy who did Doctor Strangelove instead, to which makes sense because that film looks gorgeous.
Speaking of DP, the way Gary was laying, looks like he's about to receive a DP.
Yo,
Shut up, Jerome.
Oh wait, Dragon Punch?
you know, you should
More like Donkey Punch.
you shouldn't have
Wow.
said that. Because the thing is, after I get some practice in Doom Eternal, I was actually going to play with you tonight.
There's only battle mode. I would have kicked your ass anyway. So
I would have raped Gary so much. Are you kidding me? Anyways, well, that's not really a fun.
You know
choice at
what?
this point.
I ain't going to fucking talk it. I'm not.
good.
Enough
I-
said.
Right now, this is National Geographic Sport for Retards, where Gary the Mammal is hiding his head for his ass to be spread open like a Venus flytrap, to where.
By the way, I should mention, nearly 40 years later.
Couldn't even
this-
get the whole thing done.
Yeah, I know. Shut up, Drum. And 40 years later, this movie still holds up beautifully.
By the way,
Enough
Annie Hall, you didn't deserve to win Best Picture or Best Director
said. Star
over
Wars
this movie.
deserved it. Star Wars
Yeah.
deserved it.
Yes, for all you fucking PDCA cocksuckers, fuck you. I'm gonna say that.
And not to mention, this film has one of the greatest final acts in a movie ever. Enough said. And number one, come on, if this isn't at least
How
in
is
the
it
top
not?
two, Empire. Come on, Empire Strikes Back. This is honestly not only the best Star Wars film, it's one of the greatest sequels. I think it is the best sequel.
No,
excuse
it
me.
is the greatest sequel of all time, and nothing will.
Um,
It's funny. The director on this movie went on to direct RoboCop 2.
And even a
jeez.
really cool fun fact: he was actually a professor of George Lucas's.
But you know what? I can't blame him for directing RoboCop 2 because it was Frank Miller who made RoboCop 2 and 3 complete shit because he had heavy involvement in it. And
Yeah.
don't let Frank Miller get involved with your movies.
Especially with the spirit. Enough said. This movie takes everything. I mean, if you haven't seen Empire, please watch it. I mean, it's been what 30 years now at this point.
No, 40. You and your fucking math, Austin.
It came out in the 80s, right?
1980. Jesus Christ, Austin! What am I gonna fucking do?
I'm
with
a
you?
C- student in math. Shut up.
More
Maybe
like
D+.
D- for dumb
D-.
shit.
Anyways, but no, for a movie that came out in the 80s, this movie still holds up beautifully. It has the best music,
should,
has the best action.
It's got one of the
the Hoth
biggest
sequ-
twists of all time.
Not to mention the Hoth sequence has, I think, the best musical score of the entire franchise, minus, of course, the main orchestral theme. How this movie takes everything, it just makes everything better from the music, visual effects, which the visuals still look amazing. I remember I was watching the Hoth sequence a couple months ago. I was like, this looks absolutely amazing still to this day. How an indie guy went to making the greatest sequel is still beyond me.
Oh, crazy.
It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, Empire is just it's a piece of art and it's a masterpiece of filmmaking. Enough said.
Dude, the introduction of Lando Calrissian.
Oh my god, it's brilliant. Yes. How Darth Vader comes in. How it sets up. Also, how it goes. How it ties things to Return of the Jedi, especially with Han being frozen in the carbonite as well. Also, I love you. I know.
I know. That was ad-lib, by the way.
Yes, it was because supposedly he kept. Because supposedly Harrison Ford kept on saying that line, and then he went to the director saying, "This doesn't feel right," and the director said, "Yeah, I agree," and he improvised, and bam, that's how it came to be.
Luke losing his hand. I wonder if it was his masturbation hand.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Of course, you would make that joke. But also, yeah, the asteroid scene. Yes, I could go on and on, but I'm just gonna leave it at this.
You got hemorrhoids? I thought so.
Just guys, just see this damn movie. Enough said. Empire.
The introduction of
one.
Yoda. Another one.
Also, yes. Oh my God, the Dagobah sequence, the entire thing. Yes.
Play by Frank Oz. 800 years.
This is just a brilliant movie, and it's a perfect movie. Enough said.
To me, it's the second greatest movie of all time.
It's the fourth best movie of all time. The fourth
Yes,
best.
that's good. Return of the King.
I'm sorry, I love Lord of the Rings. Okay, I love.
Yeah,
Lord of the
that
Rings.
movie with its 800 endings.
It needed it.
Yeah. Well,
But
it did. Unlike M. Night Shyamalan.
I'll agree with you on that. But yeah, this is an actual great Star Wars movie. Unlike, I'll talk to you about Rise of Skywalker and Attack of the Clones any day. But yeah, great freaking movie, and that's all my topics. I wanted to go on quickly.
We are at the 2-hour mark, and Gary's pretending to be a fucking ostrich with his hippo ass standing up.
Well, that's a real interesting chimera that you've just created. An ostrich with a hippo ass.
Wait, a chimera? You know what? It's funny because that Greek monster looks more handsome than Gary. Shut the fuck up, Drew!
You need to find a way to just pump them brakes.
I will pump them brakes.
Don't. You leave that poor boy alone.
I would because Gary's
your favorite drink, Brett.
I actually would because Gary's ass is brake pads. Shut up, Drew!
Jesus.
Okay, Gary, I'm sorry because I am dumb as fuck.
He said
I'm dumb as fuck.
he's a big dummy boy.
I'm a big dumb.
Big
I'm just like what's his name? That alien from the Flintstones, Mr. Kazoo.
You walked into that one.
Is his name Kazoo? Yes,
The Great Kazoo.
The Great Kazoo. Yes, Mr. Dum Dum. Okay. Let's go over the 30 worst movies of the decade. These are all ranked, ladies and gentlemen. This one took me a little while to put together, and I'm not sure. This is what I have as of right now. It may or may not change. Gary, I said I'm sorry. Oh, so you're
not
gonna
happy with you. He's not happy.
No, talk me. I'm angry.
Well, if he's fucking angry, I should send him to Africa to be the rest of his hippo family.
Shut
Shut
up,
up,
quiet.
His ass in the hippo's mouth, as somebody call him.
Dang it, dude.
Not adding him back till he apologizes properly.
Well, how can you apologize properly if he's not on?
Gary, okay. I'm sorry that you should stop drinking ginger ale because it has cal. Would you be quiet?
Doesn't help.
I was trying to actually help you out there.
That
No.
was I.
I want to apologize to be right and properly before I
Okay.
properly.
Okay. I am sorry. Hold on. No, wait. I'm sorry. May I please go over some topics? I only have a short amount of time.
That means yes.
That's better?
All right.
No, that's better. That's better?
All right.
Das batter.
All right.
No, is that better?
Better.
That's better. Okay.
That's better.
The 30 worst films of the decade from 2010 to 2019. Here we go. Some of you could be like, are you serious? Like my number 30, Austin's going to lose his fucking shit. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Number 30, The Last Airbender. I fucking called it.
I was surprised.
Called it.
Dude. You
Number
disappointed me already.
29, Identity Thief.
Yeah, I can see that.
The original Thief games were great. The remake sucks ass.
I've heard the Thief games were great, yeah.
The original ones. They were so far ahead of their time. Number 28. Diarrhea of a wimpy bitch ass, the long hellacious rectum. Well, I
only
the
saw
long
one
haul.
of those on a. I only saw one of those.
Dude,
one of those
you
on a
haven't
plane
seen this
flight,
one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fucking retarded.
I saw one on a plane flight. I think it was Roderick Rules. I was like, oh,
dude, that's nothing compared to the long haul. Yes, the Identity Thief effect, something that I created, or kind of.
What the hell are you doing, Gary?
Gary, what the hell are you doing?
Mickey sent me something.
Mickey.
M-I-C-K. Number 27.
God.
Number 27. Alex, look, we know about this movie. Shit Pixels.
I legitimately thought you were gonna say shit pickle.
Motherfucker, that was my number one.
Shit.
Mom-
AVGN.
Yeah, you got it.
That was my worst stone tell.
Number 26. Oh, here we go, Ray. Number 26 is the big fucking bomb. It's a bomb. Number 20.
I like as soon as you say that, somebody's honking their horn outside.
Speaking of bomb.
Uh-oh.
First question. Why?
Take out the papers in the trash.
Now this waiver is down to come and go like, what the hell are you doing, boy?
Or you won't get no spending cash. You better scrub that vacuum
Gary,
floor.
is there glass everywhere?
You better go out and vacuum dirty floor. You stupid $2 whore.
Is there glass everywhere, Gary?
Well, I mean, he has carpet floors, right?
Good point, but still.
I'm sure it's fine.
Can you imagine if his dad was it?
Yeah,
That's
right.
what I was thinking.
Gary,
I
what
just
the
said that
hell?
earlier.
Gary, what the hell?
What the hell's doing? The sound of
That's
his
what
own.
you, that's what you
for
get when you
making
try to be the. That's what you get when you try to be the fucking human suplex machine to a trash can. Yeah, here comes. Speaking of ants.
Oh, that's a really good impression of a worm.
You're gonna make me fucking die over your screen.
Yeah, here comes the ant. Oh yeah, this is going on the highlight reel easily.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What'd you do?
oh boy. Okay, never mind.
I was hoping you shoot yourself there.
Okay. Oh my god, that was
Anyways,
funny. Speaking of
yeah.
beach bum, number 25. Hey, Luke Nukem, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh, that film was so fucking bad.
To me, the worst superhero film of the decade. Number 24. I had to include both of these because I hate this fucking director, and that is Only God Forgives and the Neon Demon. Fuck this filmmaker. He's nothing but shock value, and he's got a fetish for violence, and that's the only reason why he made these movies. He's a sick, perverted, twisted piece of shit. I wish he was in Death Stranding to where you can kill him, like run him over with his bike. Number 20.
I haven't gotten to that part yet, so.
Number 23, Ma.
I haven't seen much.
Mom, there's a weird cat outside.
Looks like it's weird.
Somebody to tattletale on me for fucking throwing this, so.
It looks like Grandma.
Looks like grandma the fucking thing.
Number 22, Ice Age Collision Course. Number 21, this is another one. A lot of people could be like, how is it not higher? 21, Movie 43.
Wow.
Ew.
I'm surprised that isn't higher, yeah.
Yeah, same.
Number 20,
By the way,
I call
Shane,
it-
I'm sorry I dragged you to that with me.
Yeah, me too.
number 20, I call it Rough Nightmare. You know it as Rough Night with Scarlett Johansson. Awful.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I get you, Gary.
Number 19, Super Pooper Troopers 2.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck broken shit bags or dick bags. Number 18, here's going to be a polarizing movie. Cloud Ass Lick.
Yeah.
I've never wasted 3 hours of... Wait, hold on a second.
I mean, I love the first... I like the first, like, say, 45 minutes of Cloud Atlas, but the moment after Halle Berry crashes her car into that ravine, I was just like, okay, It's still going.
Fucking was Hugo Weaving plays a goddamn Asian and a butch nurse at a nursing home. Give me a fucking break.
I did love that storyline with the nurse.
Oh, I'm
too.
sorry,
thought
I
that was
hated
hilarious.
it. Wait.
Ain't it?
Did Mic-Psychopath send you a photo?
This was a creepy one too. You
Are you okay, Gary? Are you okay, buddy?
Oh, Gary, why are you throwing shit?
Because you can.
Yeah, it's called entertainment.
Anyways, Romy.
Oh, I know. Okay, God damn it, McRock, now you made me lose my place. You bought. Okay, number 17, Grown Ups, the first one.
Not Grown Ups 2's gotta be higher than that.
Number 16, Bucky Larson, Born to Be a Star.
I only watched that out of sheer curiosity, and I regret doing it.
Wow. Number 15, I Have Another Type, but it's for rightful reasons. The Human Centipede 2 and 3.
I only watched the first one.
Wasn't aware they made sequels.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, dude, they're so fucking bad.
They're even worse than the first one.
Oh,
how is that possible?
There's so much. Well, at least with the first one, I can understand. At least the idea was original, and
they actually didn't show any more explicit things in that.
Oh, they do in 2 and 3. Oh my god, I'm not even gonna go over with this show. Number 14, hey Austin.
Midsummer Hereditary.
Midsummer bullshit. Number 14.
I do like Midsummer, but it's a
fucking garbage.
It's a polarizing movie.
2 hours and 20 plus minutes of sitting down, standing up, stupidity, and just ridiculousness. And the original cut is 30 minutes longer. And Harry Asshole's original idea, why he got this idea? He made this movie because he went through an awful breakup. Therefore, he wants to showcase his anger by having them getting killed in a movie. And he got his inspiration from Lars von Trier.
That's one of them, I believe. Just one of them.
That's his 2 main inspirations. Anybody who takes inspiration from him is a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Number 13, Knock Knock.
One of my guilty pleasures. I'm sorry.
Yeah, every married man deserves to be fucking raped, destroyed, have his life destroyed, have his family ruined, have his whole career ruined, because that's what all married men deserves. Fuck you, Eli Roth.
I'm just gonna say this. Chocolate with sprinkles.
Once again, fuck you, Eli Roth. Yeah, women will love my movie. At least Anna de Armas went on to do something bigger and better things. Your wife, just like she does with you at home, sucks dick. Moving on. Oh, go fuck right. Eli. I hate Eli Roth. Number 12, Cosmop. What the fuck, Gary?
Scary.
Number 12, Cosmopolis. David Cronenberg's Cosmopolis, where as a guy going across town in a limo to get a haircut. One of the most pretentious, pretentious, stupidest movies I've ever seen. Number 11, the Purge series.
Purge election year, just...
That's the worst one, but I had to include all of them. Number 10.
I find that movie pretty much unwatchable, if I'm being honest.
They're all unwatchable. It's the worst film series of all time. Number 10, You Again.
Never saw it.
Number 9.
No, You Again.
Yeah, that was the Andy Fuckman movie. Number 9, Jexy.
Oh God.
Number 8, Grown Ups 2.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Number 7, The Other Woman.
I can see that one.
I'm kind of wonderful.
Hey, number 6, hey Austin.
Hereditary.
Blended.
Oh, well, I have since changed my thoughts on it. You can be quiet. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is that better?
I don't know what's worse, your taste in shitty movies or you with math.
Math.
Number 5, Paul Blart Lard Ass 2.
Shane,
the
you
review,
and I can relate on this one.
The review that started it all.
I'll never forget those bloopers that we did.
Number 4, Gary and I's most watched video we have ever done with 56,000 views. Fist fight.
Yep, fist fight.
Number 3, Mother and the House That Jack Built.
House That Jack Built. I understand them with that one completely.
some of the most mean-spirited, pretentious pieces of fucking shit I've ever seen, in which both filmmakers, they made their movies for the exact same reasons. Fuck them both. And keep watching Rick and Morty, Aronofsky, to help get rid of the stress, even though it was you. Tiny nipple. Who said tiny nipples? Oh, is that you, Gary?
That's me.
God damn it. Number 2, Jack and Jill. And number 1, Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah.
Tiny
Okay. Shit. I only have 15 minutes. Oh my god. I have Shadow of the Colossus. I can talk about Journey and just a couple other things. I can do the video game trivia with you guys.
Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Let's do some video game trivia because I want to include everybody.
I'm playing no fucking game.
Here we go. This is how the game works.
Something interesting. I don't want to
You're
play no.
doing it.
You're doing it. Fuck off.
I don't want to play no fucking game.
Shut up. In the private chat, just buzz. Okay. Shut up.
I'd rather hear a topic. Fuck your game.
Shut up, you coconut fucker.
No, everyone likes games. We're doing the game.
I don't like coconuts.
Well, too bad.
Well, at least I have coconuts. Just buzz in, just like whoever the first to buzz in. Let me finish the question first. The first person to buzz in the private chat will allow it to guess the answer first. You buzz in too soon, and you will be disqualified for the question. Here we go. Video game trivia, and these are all video game related, so don't worry.
The answer is I don't give a shit.
You
Shut
be quiet.
And yes, folks, you can play along in the live chat and at home. Here we go. Question number 1. I'm going to be watching this very carefully. Name the 3 members of the Battletoads.
Rash, Zip.
Shane got it first. He buzzed in first.
Yeah,
Well,
Rash,
You didn't,
Triple,
you
and
didn't, bu-
Zet.
you didn't
That
buzz
is
in,
correct.
Gary. You
What
gotta
the
buzz in.
I just say you to buzz in, Gary.
I'm buzzing. Fuck your buzzer.
Too bad. You gotta buzz in,
I'm
or
not
else it doesn't
buzzing in.
count.
Fuck your buzzer. I don't care about your buzzer.
Question number 2. Shut up. Question number 2. Hush up.
No, fuck you.
Shut up, you ass-face mongrel. Here we go.
I don't care about your buzzer.
Should be full of you.
Who is the main antagonist for Far Cry 3? Austin.
Far Cry.
Vess.
Okay.
Vess.
Us is correct.
The best Far Cry game by far.
Yes, that in the first one. Yes.
Play Far Cry. Fuck.
Shut up. Yeah. You know what a Far Cry is? Shut up, Jerome. That's gonna be really mean.
You know, I will. If you say one word, I'm gonna end the stream right there.
You're gonna make a lot of people angry. You are gonna make a lot of people angry. You stuttering fuckface.
If you make fun one
children.
more time, I will end it right there.
Don't make
I
fun of me.
mean it. too.
Don't make fun of me.
And, yeah, don't make fun of me, or else I will end it right there.
Anyways.
Okay, question number 3. Name the scientist who created Mega Man.
Fuck, I forgot this one.
Shane.
Dr. Light.
That is correct.
Hey.
I don't even want to play.
Too bad you are.
Cool, I'm gonna win.
Good. Happy birthday, Austin. There you go.
Okay, question number 4. Gary,
Alright.
be nice. Gary, you be nice. Don't be saying insults, Mister. Don't make fun of me anymore. One more insult. I'm out of here.
Well, I'm not doing that out of.
Yeah, sure you are. Question number 4. Which iconic video game character was originated as a simple placeholder?
Oh.
I'm just good for the hell of it.
Austin?
Cuphead?
That is incorrect.
I figured it was. I was like, oh, that's a yes.
I'll
Shana?
take a shot in the dark. Sonic the Hedgehog.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Gary?
What?
Which iconic video game character originated as a simple placeholder?
Oh no.
The answer is Kirby.
Oh shit,
Oh,
you're right.
God, Lucas, here he comes.
Oh, goddamn you motherfucker. I should know. He's a placeholder inside my booty. All right, here we go.
Right.
In Mike Tyson's Punch-Out,
I wouldn't know this.
who is Little Mac's trainer?
Oh. Is it Doc?
I will accept that. Doc Lewis.
Yep.
Gary got it right.
I haven't played that game in such a long time.
No.
We did it.
All right, next one.
That's the only question I'll probably answer. Fuck that.
What is the highest level a player can reach in Pac-Man?
I forgot this one. I'll guess for the hell of it.
Austin.
Level 9, I don't know.
Oh,
Like I said, it was just a dumb guess, like I said.
No. No.
I haven't been Pac-Man, so I can't say.
Well, let me.
Mr. Garrison.
Isn't it like 200 something? Because
Oh, shit,
you gotta
close.
give me the full.
is it 200? Is it 200,000 something?
200,000.
I was originally thinking 200.
200,000.
I was originally thinking 200, but he told me to go higher. So
Oh my God, Gary, you almost had it. Shane.
210.
Okay, so originally I was going to say something about a kill screen because that's.
Yeah.
But I think it's around 209.
Oh, little it's like a mic. He
That's
sent me the answer is 256. That's the kill screen.
That's the
Wow.
kill screen. Okay, I couldn't
There
remember.
we go. Next one. Which character in the Street Fighter series was inspired by martial arts legend Bruce Lee?
oh my. Okay,
Mr. Garrison.
you said Street Fighter, right? Which character?
Which character in the Street Fighter series was inspired by martial arts legend Bruce Lee?
I forgot about
What was it? Hold on, is it Jimmy?
No.
Is it
Who
Jimmy?
the fuck is Jimmy?
Who the fuck is Jimmy in Street Fighter?
There's no Jimmy in Street Fighter.
You're thinking of Double Dragon!
And now I'm thinking of Tekken at the moment.
Which character in the Street Fighter series was inspired by martial arts legend Bruce Lee? Yes, Austin.
I'm gonna go with Ryu.
No,
He's in Street Fighter.
he is in Street Fighter. You're getting there. Okay,
I'm
I guess.
getting there.
Was his name Fang? Fang?
Oh, so close, but no. His name is Fi Long.
Fei Long. Thank you.
Deep part full farm. Romy's a
And,
stupid.
and when you beat the game with him,
Mhm.
he pays tribute to Bruce Lee and his
Yes,
son,
he does.
which is pretty sweet.
The thing is, when you said the character,
Uh-huh.
for some reason I was thinking of martial law from Tekken for some reason.
Hey, that character was awesome.
Here we go. In the
I know, man.
1970s, give me the name of the company and the system of the very first home video game console.
70s, you said?
Gary,
Was it Space Odyssey Pong?
the very first home video game console. Give
The
me-
Odyssey.
Okay, but what was the name of the company who made it?
I know it.
Hold on. You gotta give me both.
Oh,
I want
man.
Gary to pronounce this word too.
Same.
I'm just saying Odyssey. I'm not pronouncing it.
Oh, you can't. You gotta give me the full name, Austin.
I'm calling it the Odyssey. Fuck that.
The Magnavox Odyssey.
That is correct.
I knew it was the
I was
It
gonna
was the
say.
what, Gary?
I'm not saying that name.
Say it, please.
It was the what, Gary?
Hey, if you say it, I'll give you the point, Gary.
You'll give me the point.
I'll give you the
point if you say the name, the whole full name.
Wow, that's cheating. Airball.
Wait.
You fucking sound like a horse that
You're
just
gonna
took
kill
meth
the
in a
kid,
Kentucky Derby.
Shane.
Oh my
Come,
goodness.
okay, Gary, yes, I'll give you
The
the point.
The Magnum? I don't use those condoms. I use the big ones.
Magnum Quantum. There you go.
Yeah,
No, I can't say it.
come on,
Moving
Magnavox
on.
Odyssey.
The Magnum Box Odyssey.
Thank you. Okay, I'll give him the point for that.
Yeah, he said
I'll
box,
give you.
but that's fine.
I'll give you.
Okay, here we go. Who is the third snake in the Metal Gear Solid series?
Oh fuck.
I've not been in a single Metal Gear Solid game, so I can't
Shane.
Please repeat. You said the third.
Who is the third snake in the Metal Gear Solid series?
say. What'd you do, Gary?
Solid Snake.
What the fuck, Gary?
I'm gonna put.
Solid was the first one.
Right. You're
Okay,
right.
I'm
So
gonna.
I
go
fucked that
for-
up.
Wait, did Gary put in
Austin?
Liquid Snake?
That's the second one.
Ah,
Liquid.
Gary.
I only know of Solid and Liquid Snake.
Is it Snake Plissken?
Damn it.
Let me guess. I know that we all failed, but let me just throw this one.
Metal Gear
Solidus?
Solid 2, it was Solidus.
Solidus.
I forgot
Okay,
about
so
Solidus,
so my
yeah.
second guess was right. Okay.
The next one. What is... Oh no. Oh no. Will you put wants to know she keeps sucking the mushroom tip like a vacuum.
I'm sorry if he knocks over his tray.
That's why they call her Dyson.
She's part of the Great Hoover family.
Someday.
Oh my God, Gary!
That was that come
Some say that she still sucks and blows.
Anyways,
today.
keep going.
What is the name of the last video game console Sega released in the United States? Oh, Austin got it first.
Pretty sure it's the Dreamcast.
That is correct.
You fucker.
I never had one. I wish I did.
Yeah, I never had one either.
Okay, this could be a good one. Here we go. What is the name of the woman Mario is attempting to save from the giant ape in the original Donkey Kong? Gary.
Is it some whore?
You're.
That's a good whore because Donkey wants it. Yes, Austin.
I know this is wrong, but I'm gonna go for it anyways. Daisy.
No, that is not correct.
I
Last
figured it
name
was.
Ridley?
Oh, God, I can picture her right now.
Scary.
Paulina.
I will accept it. Pauline or Pauline? Yes.
Nice, Shane.
Very good.
Okay, it hit me like last minute.
I forgot about that entirely.
Picture like Gary sneezing. Or like those Coke bottles he knocked over. Okay. This is going to be, I want to say a trick question, but I got this question wrong.
Okay.
Here we go.
All right.
What was the very first video game? Gary.
Was it Pong?
That's what I guessed. It's not Pong.
Yeah, I would originally guess that, but I already knew it's not.
I think it was a game called Space Wars or something like that.
That is incorrect.
Oh, it wasn't shit.
Oh, fuck. It was
because the thing is, I know what the thing looks like.
I'm kind of picturing it, but I might have the wrong one because all I can think of is Pong at the moment.
Yeah,
That's what I thought it was too, but it wasn't. Believe it or not.
AVGN did an episode on this.
I think I
I
got
did,
it.
and I did recently see it.
I got it now.
No.
I got
You
it.
already guessed, Mr. Garrison.
I got it now.
No,
What?
you already guessed.
Please?
No,
I said please.
that's how the game works. You can't have multiple guesses.
Please?
Okay, Gary, what would have been your guess?
Is it polygamous? Polygamous. That.
No. Polygamous.
What the fuck was Polygon?
Did you? No wonder Gary went batshit insane.
What
He
was
played
it?
polygamy. It's a game called Tennis for Two
Oh, right.
for the oscilloscope.
You're right, for the oscilloscope.
Okay,
Oh, no.
I was completely off on that.
Oh no.
What?
What's
Oscilloscope. Gary, I'll give you another point if you can say
School.
what the fuck, Gary? What?
What's
Yes, Oz, that's a good movie.
It is a great freaking movie.
Come on.
Come on.
Also an abbreviation for the United States.
What the fuck? You look like you're about to spit out a ping pong.
Come on, Gary. Come on.
what's
What,
Ostatious.
Australia? I know some good buddies that live there.
Same.
Ostatious.
oscilloscope?
I'm giving up a point. I'm sorry. That was too good.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fair. Okay, here we go. Next question. A night called Dirk the... Gary, what the fuck are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
I was waiting for him to fart right there.
A knight called Dirk the Daring tries to rescue who from the evil dragon in Dragon's Lair?
Oh, you fuck.
That's my butt cheeks.
Okay, can you repeat the question one more time?
A knight called Dirk the Daring tries to rescue who from the evil dragon in Dragon's Lair?
Oh God, I can't think of the name.
I don't think of the name either.
Oh, she is so
One
sexy.
That is one gorgeous babe, though, to say the least.
Oh my god, dude. Fucking Don Bluth, you're awesome.
I can't even think of the name.
No, nothing.
Yeah, I can't.
Her
Oh,
name,
no, man.
Gary, do you...
Oh, I think I may have a guess.
Oh God. I
Go-
wanna hear
okay,
what
let's
Gary's
see.
gonna say.
You know what? If that was her name, the dragon would have fucking killed her by now.
Yeah, no fooling.
What the fuck? someone just put someone just lassoed you and just hard your ass? The answer is Princess Daphne.
Oh, that's right.
And fuck you, Netflix, for fucking over Don Bluth. I wanted to see a movie of Dragon Slayer with his animation. He raised the money to do it.
Hey,
Cocksuckers.
Let's keep going.
Okay, this is gonna be a Shano question. I know it. Pandemonium Warden is a boss character in which video game?
I actually don't know this.
Pandemonium Warden?
Pandemonium Warden is a boss character in which video game?
I'm drawing a blank right now.
I can't even think of
I can't fucking believe this.
I can't either. Because I know I'm fairly certain if I hear the answer, I'm going to kick myself.
Okay, Austin?
Is it Persona 5? I don't know.
No, that is incorrect.
Yeah, I figured.
3, 2, 1. Final Fantasy 11.
Oh, fuck. I know who you're talking about now. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, see, 11 is something. See, 11.
Yeah, it's not the. It's like not one of the best, but.
No, I wouldn't say that. It did very well. Personally, I wasn't that crazy about it, but because I feel like 14 is the superior one.
You know what's funny? Lucas got the name Princess Daphne. I wonder why.
I wonder.
I know, and if I don't stop looking at her, I'll go blind. Okay, next one. Okay, this is a tricky question. Which is the only video game in which Mario appears as the villain? Yes, Shane.
Donkey Kong Jr.?
That is correct!
Hey!
Wow, I never played Donkey Kong Jr., so I can't say.
It's a really good sequel. Next one. Okay. An Ultimate Doom. This is not including the map of Chaos, Gary. Just the original.
I'm not.
An Ultimate Doom. Name the level where you acquired the BFG 9000. You can give me the number or the name of the stage. Gary.
Was it Inferno?
That's the name of the episode. I need the name of the level.
Oh, you're getting close.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I know where it is.
The
level is in a castle.
Not really.
While you're going through the castle, you go through different areas. There's 2 sides where you go up to areas.
What's the name of the level? Oh!
What? I know what the motherfucker looks like.
Come on!
It's an Inferno. I know that.
It's in episode 3, but what level? He looks like he's about to fire BFG off his ass. Come on, Gary! Give me just like E-M-. Give me the right numbers.
I will laugh if he flips over his table.
Yeah, right.
3, 2. Yeah, E.T. phone home.
He does get a character in Dumb and Dumber when he does that.
Come on, Gary. Oh, I am sorry.
No, fuck you. I get a chance.
No, you did. I gave you tons of time.
I played the fucking game.
I know you have. Austin, Shane.
No, fuck them.
I was to say, I got nothing.
Okay, just a guess. You said the level number. You said I can guess.
Give the level number.
Level 8. I don't fucking know.
Level 8 of what?
This is my question.
The answer is E3M. Shut up!
I want to guess.
You had the time.
I want to guess. I know what it is.
Is that doing, Jeff?
I want to guess. I want to guess.
This is Gary's head with nothing in it.
Let me guess. I want to guess.
Go ahead.
Is it E3 M3?
That is correct. But here's the problem, Gary. Why didn't you guess that before? E3M3 Pandemonium,
I was,
created by Sandy Peterson.
the problem was I was thinking too hard.
Don't think too hard then.
Oh my
What are
god,
you doing, you goober?
this is a Shane question.
Are you sure about that?
Yep. So Gary,
You said that
okay.
about the last one.
Well, here we go. Which game features the nameless king as a boss character? Shane,
Dark Souls 3.
that's correct.
That's right, yeah.
Oh,
Shane
the
should
lightning
know about
fast.
his Dark Souls.
And those are all the gaming questions I had.
Oh,
We're at 2 hours and 35 minutes. I'm sorry that I can't go over Shadow of the Colossus or Journey.
We'll do that next
Oh.
time.
Well, if you want me to, I can go over my top 5 favorite and least favorite Colossi, or do you want me to wait? Gary?
I'm done for the night.
Okay.
man.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry,
I'll keep yeah, besides I let the other guys have more time because, usually, and I'm the one that always go last because, the person who stays in the rear takes it in the rear. So,
Well, we'll let you go first next episode.
that was a lot of fun. So,
Nice.
ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of episode 19. Mr. Garrison, sign us off.
I don't feel good.
E3M3, you got it, but you took too fucking
So
Oh, because I was thinking too hard. I couldn't get it until it hit me.
And
Like,
once again, American McGee, I love you, but don't ever fucking make a level like E4M1 ever again. Hell beneath.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this episode of BOFAS on the whatever. And also, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned that sometime this month, I'll probably make a live video about it. Separately, solo. I'm gonna start my Studio Ghibli project.
Ooh, a lot of people are looking forward to that.
Yeah, so sometime maybe this week I'll do a live announcement going into in-depth detail about that plan, etc., etc. And from there, folks, I'll start getting to work on the Studio Ghibli project. So that means that, folks, I'm done.
E. Barbo says, "Yay, Shane's the wiener."
So, folks, ciao for now. Go fuck yourselves.
Austin, Shane O'Mac.
Everybody, thank you for joining in for this episode of BOFAs on the Sofas. Also, just want to remind you all, and that next Sunday, the four of us will be getting together on my channel for the best games of the decade stream. Also, look out for the next couple of days. My Skywalker, even though I spoiled it for you guys, that video will be coming soon. I don't care. Anyways, happy May the 4th, Star Wars Day, and may the Force be with you.
Mr. Shane O'Mac.
I love Star Trek.
Star Trek is right as well.
That's all I have. I'm fucking tired.
Oh,
now.
I love Star Trek too. When I go like this, that just means I love the scissor.
That's highly illogical.
Oh, of course.
That's not true. I have a
Something
big
like that.
clitoris. Okay. Fuck you, you motherfucker. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody so much for tuning into episode 118 of the BOFAS on this whole fuss. Until then, stay tuned. And once again, Gary, no silent treatment. No silent treatment. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to look up some Rule 34 starring that sexy ass Bastila Schwan. And I've